Play a little thinner.
And sits there and spins.
So
I think we're on. Hey,
we're on. Hello.
Sunday afternoon, March
Sunday.
19th. 2 whole weekends before the weekend.
That's right.
That's right.
The Fest for Beatles fans, right?
Yes. Don't forget to come.
Where everybody has a good time, and some people just sit around and wish they were there subconsciously, and instead just berate people who go there. You'll have a good time.
I know. I know. I wanted to do it last year, but stupid COVID restrictions. So this is the first time be able to do this. Here's Robert S.
Robert.
Hey,
S. Robert.
Hey.
Hello.
Going out for where's my? Well, I have a funny voice here. My sound's coming.
You got a funny voice.
Do I sound all right? I don't know. This is weird.
Yeah, you sound fine.
Going out and looking for stuff without asking me to come. No. Every move you make, you're supposed to say you want to come. I'm going somewhere. You know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't have went anyway. I got a weird ring in here.
It's less than 2 weekends away. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. It's amazing.
But the trouble is, it'll come up fast and it'll be gone.
Be whoosh and it's gone. Yeah. Yeah, just don't buy empty cases when you're shopping.
Oh yeah, make sure you check the cases.
Yeah.
I watched.
I watched Robert's video and I've done that the same thing. Get home and it's empty. You know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, thankfully, I didn't get home. I checked it at the store,
and
then these two young girls started looking at the CDs, and I warned them. I said, make sure that there's a CD in there and that it's the CD that's supposed to be in there.
Yeah.
But Tim Allen also had good advice. Make sure it's not scratched or otherwise damaged.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been burned before. You get home and it's empty.
Yeah.
Either that or sometimes there's supposed to be 2 discs in it.
It's one. Or it's a completely different CD. You know?
That too.
Right.
Yeah.
I was like, So yeah, if I can, I open them up and that's it.
Well, this particular store has these CDs in a really bad spot in terms of theft. I mean, it's so easy because it's blocked off. There's it's almost like tucked away in a corner, and unless an employee is there, they're not going to see you.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people, I don't know if a lot of people, but some people apparently go in there and then they just steal the disc.
Yeah.
I was like,
But that happens
in the whole case, because then at least people can't buy a case without having a CD in it. If you got to steal it, do it right.
Mud stuffing?
It's
getting weird here.
Mud stuffing. Now, who's the mud stuffing?
Mud stuffing.
Is it this guy?
Assuming so.
Yeah.
It's not that guy.
No.
Joe Grossen? Oh, okay, there you go. He's moving.
Apparently, I got to get rid of that. It's not what I thought.
No, that's not you. It's Rob Leonard. I know the guy. He comes into the store.
Well, then I got a twin.
No, it looks nothing like you. Rob Leonard from the Fab Four Free for All.
Yes.
Okay, well, I'll have to delete him then.
Take a look at it. Watch Fab Four Free for All.
Okay. So
I haven't seen him in a while though.
Yeah. Maybe he'll be at the fest.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Then we'll have to get me and him to stand beside each other and see who's the who's the real mud stuffing.
Yeah. Now, does anybody have the Infinity Records on Facebook?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, well, I'm getting, I'm getting a little tired of people. How much is that? How much is it? Hey, look, pal, it's my store. Everybody's going to be watching this going, what? How could you say that? I mean, come on. But luckily, I don't.
How can you say that? It's my store.
Because I've been going there for years, and that's where I go. And
okay, it doesn't mean your store.
It is.
I know what you mean, but
we all know it is. I don't care what anybody out there listening thinks. I'm being like half joking here.
Well, the other day they had a butcher cover on, like a second state.
Right, and I was there when they got it in. Luckily, but I don't need it.
Okay.
Hey, if it put it this way, I've told them, don't ever let. This is going to sound great. I don't care. I'm in that mood today. don't ever, I said to Bazooka Joe, let me see a time when somebody picks up something I didn't know about that I wanted. Because, 95% of the time I don't need it. Like he just got a bunch of German albums and German imports, whatever. And I got them all already,
Yeah.
So fine,
Oh, him.
Yeah, German import.
German import. Like this guy.
That guy, yes. I'm thinking he's.
I do not have that. I got to get this other silly thing ready for later.
Okay. Oh, the other one, Dan.
I don't have it ready. I don't have a
Robert,
partridge
that
family
wasn't
ready.
Hanky. Who was that?
Oh, Doc. I was going to say, have you seen the David Cassidy documentary on YouTube?
No.
There's a bio. There's a bunch of David Cassidy stuff. So, just
hello, Paulina.
Yep.
Hello.
Paulina's on the audience there.
Hello.
Check out the last song.
Oh,
Baby, don't go.
okay.
Sounds
Joe
like
wrote it.
Sure.
Sonny
Sonny
Bono.
Bono. Sonny
There
Bono,
you
I
go.
said it.
Joe knows it.
But all I know is the Beatles. You know that, right?
Yeah.
That's all I know. I know nothing else.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in anything.
Yeah. Dum Dum Girls do a Sonny and Cher song.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow. Oh, that one. Oh, yeah. I was thinking of something else. But
Yeah, it's rather.
I'm pretty impressed with what that Goodwill store you're into has, for selection.
Yeah, they had quite a bit.
Yeah.
I usually do okay there. I usually pick up at least 2 items that whenever I
You
go.
got a handful.
Oh, I had
Yeah.
like 10 of them,
Mm-hmm.
but they overcharged me by $1.
Oh, yeah.
You know what it is? They have different colored price stickers, and the white stickers that day were 50% off. And they gave me 4 discs at 50% off, but I actually had 6 with white stickers.
Oh.
So I should have gotten another $1 off, but it all goes to charity. Helps.
Yeah.
Here's the guy who knows
Here's
about
Jorgen.
Hello,
Hey, Jorgen. Hey, Jorgen.
Hello.
Good evening, folks.
What's up?
What? Channel CEO.
No, okay.
I gotta have some fun
Okay.
when the opportunity gives.
I'm not sure what that means, but okay.
He's the
I'm the
CEO
CEO
and
of
the
the channel.
CFO.
Yes.
Of
You're
his
not
channel.
having contests where you're tagging commenters that you're going to send them a prize, are you?
Nope.
There's a whole lot of that going on. I'm catching it over different channels. Like
That's interesting. I haven't been having this channel for 10 years next year, and I haven't done one contest. I've done two threads. That's all I've been doing.
well, I read comments. They're fun to me, and people tag them. They're like scammers, and they pretend to be the channel op or the CEO, and thanks for watching my channel. If you direct message me right now, you'll get a prize. Bang, 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 bang down the line.
Yeah, you'll get a prize, all right.
Yeah, you get a scam is what you
A
get.
virus or something.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Yes, so I've been reporting them. Officer Dibble has been busy lately.
Yeah.
So
Eat that nightstick candy.
Yeah, get that stick, put something on it.
Goodwill in Michigan is now $2.99.
$2.99. Wow.
$3 bucks. All the Ray Conniff and Herb Alpert you can't find. How about Sadler and Young?
My Goodwill doesn't even have Ray Conniff. It's got stuff nobody wants, and it's in terrible condition.
Yeah, that's my Goodwill brought in some records, and I think they were molded because they were stinking.
Oh,
Wow,
yeah.
nothing like moldy records.
Yeah, like ugh.
And the Goodwill doesn't even have decent CDs.
Yeah, other than
But I
that.
do okay at Savers, which is the Value Village, the U.S. version of Value Village.
Yeah.
And I did okay at Salvation Army.
So,
Everybody wants to know, you can watch my video. I can go get them, too.
Oh, that's right. It was Salvation Army, not Goodwill. That's right.
Yeah.
Salvation
But I did pick up a couple.
We've got one of them Salvation Armies here, too, but it's full of crap.
yeah.
It is literally, you look at the CDs, it's like.
Yeah, I'm done with those places. I can't deal with it anymore.
Huh.
Well, I was able to pick up.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah. And I picked this up because you just got to love this. Check out the artists.
So
Number
far,
5.
Well, yeah. What?
The Guess
Original Masters.
Yeah, no. It's got the Guess Who on
The Guess Who are not British.
Oh, really?
Or how about Los Bravos? I don't think they're British either.
Van Morrison's
who is
How
Irish.
the
Canadian?
heck put this together?
Yeah.
British pop.
Wow.
Guess who are Canadian, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. Oh, wait. What is
Trying to
this?
sell record or two.
Australian Crawl.
Okay. Oh, that's
Okay.
That's a good band. You should check them out.
I've never heard of them.
This I never had an interest in, but I thought for whatever cheap price I got it for, it was decent to get. I think
Oh,
at 99 cents.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to
that's
sound weird, I'm sure, but that's okay. This I'm sure nobody's ever heard of before.
For 50 cents, how bad could it be? For
Well,
beginners who put
Whole time, M. Ward.
Yeah, at least you have a new jewel case if you don't like the music.
well, that's true.
And then I showed the Dum Dum Girls.
Yes. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay.
How dumb are they?
is how old is that Dum Dum Girl album?
Ooh, okay. I might pick up that one.
I have Cat Stevens like greatest hits on vinyl, but I haven't. For some reason, I never picked up on CD.
Yeah.
So now I have it.
When are the Dum Dum Girl album from?
2010.
Okay.
Okay.
They done some really great songs.
I actually listened to some music from the 2000s.
Actually done some great stuff.
Okay, cool.
Sounds good.
Steelers Wheel.
Taylor's Wheel. Oh, that's the English one.
Medley of the
I
greatest hits.
know. You
Yeah.
know. Yes.
That's the one that Tim showed, I believe.
Is it?
I believe so.
Who?
Mm-hmm. Tim.
I don't
Oh,
know.
Tim.
I picked
He's a
this
Tim.
one up just before I saw Tim's comment about first you got to check the company.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when I got home, it's on Spectrum Records. I go like, who the hell are Spectrum Records? But I put it on the stereo. It's all the real ones. It's not no phonies.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So then I had to get out my magnifying glass. Geez, fine print is. Oh, I'm sitting there reading. Spectrum Records is a subsidiary of Polytel. Well, I know Polytel.
Yeah, Polytel is an English
Yeah,
company.
so I was like, okay, that's no wonder it's the legit songs.
Mm-hmm.
But when it's got like Spectrum Music, and you're like, well, couldn't that be like K-Tel or some silly thing? Hello, Richard James. How are you?
You'd know it was K-Tel if it had 17 songs on one side.
Yeah. Squeezing them on there.
But Tim Allen had left a comment about.
He says he goes.
Uh-oh. Play it again, Joe.
Just happened to get Ray. I think Ray's going to be watching you.
Okay.
Anyway, slip up.
It's okay. No problem.
Yeah, Tim was saying, like, check the record company, make sure it's reputable. And meanwhile,
Jorgen has stuff too when you have time.
Jorgen, have you got a handful there?
No, not many. Not very, very few.
Yeah, fingerful.
Okay.
Not very. I there's record fair next week, so I'm not buying that
Yeah.
much.
Oh, he's not ready yet.
Saving for the record fair.
But I bought some few anyway.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, this is English. Yeah, I didn't know it. But yeah,
Mhm.
sounds good. It's fine.
Mhm.
But I still have some to show.
Okay.
I knew it.
Yeah.
Show us.
If you didn't understand that.
And that
This
is
is a Swedish musician called Lars Winnerbäck, and you can sometimes he sounds like a Swedish Bruce Springsteen or something like that. It's really, really great.
Is Lars
Okay.
Swedish for Bruce? Just kidding.
Yeah, maybe.
Lars is a common Swedish name.
Yeah.
I actually found a vinyl that I was really happy to find. I have made a video, a digging video this weekend so that it will come up tomorrow, where I flip in a thrift store. But I found this, and I was really happy.
No, the
Oh,
Brother
Brother
Johnson.
Johnson.
Okay. Yeah.
Cool.
And of course, it is produced by none other than the man himself, Quincy.
Quincy Jones. Yes.
Ooh.
So this one, I have nothing but high hopes for.
Okay.
It'll be a blast.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
this one was very interesting. This is Fletcher Henderson Band and a series called A Study in Frustration.
Study in Frustration.
Right up my alley. Yeah.
Volume 4.
Oh, it's more frustrated.
Because the interesting thing here is that this I actually I have one in the series before. I didn't know it was a series. So this is volume 4. I had
Volume
since before volume 2.
Oh, how many volumes are there?
And
Okay.
they haven't exactly been having huge imagination when it comes to the style of the cover sleeve, because they look like the identical twins.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
That would be
With
fun.
exception from the numbers of the volume. So if
they
you
must
don't
run out
know
of
like
budget.
me that this was actually part of a series, I thought I've seen this one for a long time. I thought it was a duplicate. Now I read that it actually had more in the same series. I didn't think, maybe I don't have this one.
Yeah,
So
it
did
just
you
looks
listen
like
to
one I have.
Jorgen, did you listen to them?
No, I haven't been listening to it yet. But it's,
well, that's because you'd be frustrated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate Fletcher Henderson.
It's frustrating that they have the same covers.
Mm-hmm.
I hate it. I hate it. Back to the drawing board.
And
This is Swedish big band leader Harry Arnold, who also have been playing with Quincy Jones.
Yeah.
Playing
with
jazz.
My Fair Lady.
My Fair Lady.
Is that My Fair Lady the movie, or just he's just saying that?
No, this is My Fair Lady the musical.
Okay.
Okay.
He's actually playing
It's the same
songs
Fair
from
Lady.
the musical.
And as you well know, I have a huge bunch of Benny Goodman EPs, but it doesn't stop from buying another.
That's older stuff. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I seem not to have a lot of these. There are ordinary songs from Benny Goodman. The world is waiting for the sun and for Butterfly, but I don't recall having any of these recordings, recognizing any of these names. So it will be very interesting. But that is pretty much it that I have this week.
Okay.
Well, Jorgen, I always worry about you because if there are any earthquakes in Sweden, that wall behind you is going to come crashing down.
Yeah.
No!
Exactly. You are doomed.
There are no earthquakes in Sweden.
Well, I should hope not.
Yeah.
We're not having our country under any kind of quakes.
I think it's bad enough after one of these shows I've got stuff all over the floor that, like, hey, you want to see my steering wheel? Yeah, and I throw it over here. Next thing I know, I got to do a 52 pickup after one of these shows. So,
Poor Doc.
I know it's because this goes over here.
Life is rough.
I know. Nobody else has that problem apparently.
Yeah.
Well, look, there's Gwendy R. Hi, down there.
Hello.
What was the thumbnail? Yeah.
What was the thumbnail?
Thumbnail was
Lost in Space.
Yeah.
Yep. Lost in Space, baby.
Yeah. So the goofy face shot. I guess.
I got it.
Yes. So I thought I'd use it for the thumbnail. So well.
I'm trying to upload a video. Things taking forever to upload.
I do.
Well, it's not uploading to YouTube. It's in my video editor. It's finalizing it, And I started it about half an hour ago at least.
Oh, gee. How long is the video?
About 45 minutes.
Oh,
I cannot believe how long. It's.
Yeah,
let's see if I can show you who it is.
Yeah, my last video took an hour and 45 minutes to upload.
The Decemberists.
Oh, okay.
Wait, Doc, how long was that video that took that long?
I don't even think it was 5 minutes.
That shouldn't happen. There's
I
something.
know that. Well, I'm still sort of on dial-up. I'm kind of on the high end of dial-up.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, well, that's why.
But
I've got
some days
5G, but
yeah. Like
the
I
video editor
could
is
go
just
watch
taking
a
a long
movie
time.
or something while that thing's uploading, and then it's got to go through the. We have to check for the copyright stuff. You know, like copyright checking. Okay, it's all right. You know, you can have it, but yeah, it takes a while. Like, I should do them in the middle of the night or something.
You do. Well, you post them in the middle of the night.
Yeah, I get up in the morning and you got a new video. So,
sometimes I'm even awake. 2 o'clock in the morning. Oh, look, there's a new cereal video from Doc.
Yeah,
2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
No, that's because I put it in the thing that says schedule.
Schedule, yeah.
Oh.
Well, I schedule mine, but usually for like 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Although the other day, yesterday, I think it was, I looked at my analytics and it shows like when your viewers are online, like during the week, like on Sunday at 4 o'clock. You know, most of my viewers are online for the Doc Docus show, of course.
Sure.
So I was like, you know what? Nobody's around at 8 o'clock in the morning when I'm posting these. So maybe
You'd be surprised how many are up at 2 in the morning.
yeah.
Why?
I wouldn't be.
Well, I am. I'm sound asleep. But what I like about putting it up at 2 o'clock in the morning is that by the time I get up at 10:30 and have breakfast and all that kind of stuff and turn on the computer, I've already got some fan mail to answer.
Yeah.
Well, I post mine at 8 o'clock in the morning, and by like noon, I have one comment.
Come on. Come on.
It'll get better, promise.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I remember when I was starting, I'm going like, I thought this was supposed to be easy.
Well, this video that I'm uploading now with the Decemberists, number one, it's 45 minutes, so that's going to turn a lot of people off. Number two, it's the Decemberists, so nobody's going to care. But I'm going to post it anyway.
Never heard of them.
No, that's obscure. And the first is now, was that the only album by them? Oh
no, they got a lot. I don't even have them all. They have a lot of EPs. They got a lot of albums.
Holy cow!
It's really quirky stuff that a lot of their albums are based on like folklore or like mythology and
Dungeons and Dragons and stuff.
Well, it sounds almost like Victorian, like out of a Dickens novel. They've got one based on a Japanese folktale. And then more recently, the last 3 albums moved away from that and became more sort of Americana folk type. So I enjoy the older stuff. And their album, The Crane Wife, based on the Japanese folktale, is my favorite, my absolute favorite.
We'll be hearing some of that on your next video, I bet.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Not a very interesting cover, but it's actually a cover that was the artwork is done by the lead singer's wife.
Oh,
so
Okay.
it's a goose.
It's a what?
It was a goose.
No, it's a crane. The Crane Wife.
Crane.
They didn't call it the Goose Wife. Goosey Wife.
This out there.
Hey, Penny.
He's in our.
Elaine.
We're sending Doc to an ornithology course.
Yeah.
Hello. That's for Penny Lane.
Yes. Oh, you got that one.
Ooh.
No, I had this for a long time.
Oh, okay.
But I got my cow stills ready just in case somebody was showing it.
Okay.
Oh,
I think it was, who was it, Jorgen last time? Somebody showed this.
No,
That was me.
No, it was DC, wasn't it? DC showed it Thursday, didn't he?
yeah.
Hello. Oh, hey, DC.
Hello, DC. Come on up.
No.
Oh, look,
Yeah, was it open?
Yeah, we have one more space for Paulie.
Yeah.
Here,
Or
Marcus is
DC
here.
or Tim.
Yes.
And
There's
Tim,
one coveted space left.
Yes, Marcus.
Yeah.
Yes.
wait, who wants the coveted space?
Who wants the
Who's going to get the coveted space? Whoever fastest.
Quick. Get it now.
Raise your
I
crane.
think the link is still up there. You shouldn't have to scroll up too far to find it.
Right.
So now we can put bets in.
Oh, I don't
Who's
know.
going to grab the last
Who's going to
space?
grab it?
That goes to Tim Allen.
Well, we will see.
Tim Allen
Kimbo.
or DC. Or,
You are wrong.
It's Robert P. And it's Robert. Hey, Robert.
What's up,
I
Robert?
wasn't expecting that.
I didn't even see Robert P in the comments. I was surprised.
Robert P,
Yeah, I
I
know.
suggest you sign out so Tim Allen can come aboard so I can win this bet.
Who was supposed to come in that size me? Tim?
Well, either
That's
Tim
okay.
or
Well,
DC Toon or
Somebody that
Whoever.
whose name we saw in the comments.
I can
You
Yeah.
see.
didn't see yours, and suddenly
I just walked from the kitchen into here to see what was going on
Mhm.
because I was cooking in there, and
Yeah.
I walked in and go, "Oh, they want someone up. I'll come up for
Hang
tea."
in there. Okay.
cooking in the kitchen.
Yes.
I'm actually I'm making chickpea tofu.
Oh, okay.
It's homemade tofu. Instead of buying it from the store, it cost me
Okay.
about $1 instead of $3 or $4.
Oh,
I made some yesterday. Came out good.
he's in bad shape here.
Uh-oh.
Trying to get healthy, healthier.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way. I
Mhm.
don't know if I'll ever be healthy.
Tim
Well,
can't
Tim has to put his pants,
stay where you are.
his
Okay.
clothes on.
Okay.
Stay where I am.
Tim's got to wash his hair.
I'm gonna mute for one
So,
second.
Robert, we're all ready for Beatle Fest.
Yeah, let's talk
Everything
about that.
is set.
Mm. Oh, I don't know
okay.
whether Brad
We-
has
He's muted. He's muted.
Okay.
He must be talking to the wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to yell for the voice. I'm
Go with it.
wanted
I
to
hope
grab
you're-
my shirt.
Just get your sleep now so you can drive later.
Yeah.
Hey, Robert, have you spoke to Bradley.
Mhm. Yeah.
I have talked to him a couple days ago, but not recently. Why?
Well, I spoke to him a couple days ago, and we were having some interesting plans.
Okay.
Okay, besides Stephen
Hey,
being
Steve.
Hello, Stephen.
Stephen
Oh,
Schnee, you
no,
just
look.
missed it.
in.
Yeah.
Oh, look!
Oh, you're got
Oh,
one just for
Hi, there
Yeah.
you go.
I bought that to wear underneath the other shirt, which I shared with a few people, but I'll wait to unveil that later.
No, I talked to Brad about 2 mornings ago, and we were thinking, why do we have to stop on Sunday and go home?
Uh-oh.
Brad says, let's head over to New York. Let's go and see the Dakota and strawberry fields and Central Park and that sort of thing
And a record store.
on the Monday.
Well.
Well, the only problem is his flight takes off on Monday.
I don't think he cares.
Yeah.
If Brad wants to do something, he's going to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Brad doesn't let conventions stop him.
A road trip.
Well, I'd have to really think about that because that's like,
He didn't bring this up with you, did he?
no, and that's like one of those things where, okay, I could see you doing it Monday, and then we got to drive through the whole night to get home Monday morning.
Well, either that or I guess he meant we're doing it maybe like the Sunday after.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We could do it Sunday if that's what it. I don't know how far we're referring.
Ah, stay Sunday, overnight Sunday as
It's
well.
across the water.
Yeah,
Mm.
Just
You,
money.
you cross the Hudson River, you're there.
We're gonna sleep in the car.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. We'll have to hatch it out. But
You can even take a train there.
ooh, train ride.
Yeah, I forgot. We're going home Sunday night, Robert, right?
If you want to take the path to New York and then take the
We were
subway,
gonna go home Sunday morning,
or
so
we can give you a ride.
It takes 12 hours to get home. So if we left even
No.
Sunday at 9 o'clock, you're not gonna be home till 9 o'clock Sunday night.
No. It's not 12 hours drive. It's like a 10-hour drive.
Yeah,
Well,
with luck.
that's if with perfect driving.
Yeah, without
We don't know the
stopping.
weather. We don't
stops.
know the traffic. We don't, we've never been there and back. You have to leave yourself some leeway. Plus, you got 3 old guys that might have to get out and pee.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking maybe you need to make a
Worse.
stop at Tim's house.
How bad could it be?
Look, Tim he doesn't want to go. I mean,
No, I'm saying on the way home. They can
on the
stop
way home.
Tim's
Oh,
house,
stop
Yeah.
to see Tim. I'm sorry.
sleep
My era.
overnight.
If it weren't for the flight issue, I'm not scheduled to anywhere to be back on time. But because of the flight and Brad having to be on a plane and his wife having plans to meet him that afternoon on Monday,
We've got 2 weeks to change all that.
And yet he's the one that wants to change
He's
it.
the one who wanted to
Right.
do it. He must know.
he would have to change. He would have to get on the horn and change the flight information. so that he takes off on Tuesday or Wednesday or something, and then pay the difference, I guess.
You're going to be stuck with him for like 2 extra days then.
Yeah, but it's not stuck here. We'd be stuck there, and that's my issue. I don't
showing
know.
you all this stuff.
I got to get a Sunday night hotel. Now you're talking another $300.
2 extra days. It was, hey, look what I got. Look what I got.
I get to see a bridge, and I spent $300 more on a hotel. I don't know.
I don't know. I thought it was an exciting proposition that, hey, let's do this. And I went, I don't know if Robert P's going to go for that. So.
Now, I'd have to talk about it. I can't make a decision here, but it's like it all hinges on the air flight that's already set.
Yeah. We can't. We send them home by carrier pigeon. I don't know.
And
let me tell you, that Saturday goes fast.
Yeah.
Well, I know it does. I didn't expect. Well, Friday night we're going to spend all afternoon if we get there early enough. I'm hoping by 5.
Get there early.
We're going to leave here no later than 4, I hope, and get there by 5. That's the latest. Earliest would be 3.
That would be
Could we
nice.
pick up Steve instead?
Well, that'd be a long drive for Steve.
Steve and Schnee.
Yeah.
Pick up Steve and Schnee.
Cross country.
Yeah.
Well, then we can pick up Jeff on the way.
Yeah, you can zigzag and pick up me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oklahoma. But you have a bus now.
Well, see, Amtrak can drop them off in Toledo.
Yeah.
Well, but the whole issue now is what do we do with Brad and his plane ticket? But I mean, people switch their tickets all the time, don't they?
Yeah.
You're talking to a guy who flies just to Alaska to see grandkids and maybe 1 or 2 other flights in his life. I don't do this every day.
I'm not a airport person myself, but I mean, people just seem to go like, can I trade this ticket in for another one?
And airlines are not as reliable as they were at one point.
No.
You could,
Right.
no. I mean, jeez.
It's over like everything else.
Yes, everything is over. but
Brad,
Brad,
the sleeping situation too. You need another hotel. If you're going to stay one more day, then you got to stay one more night.
I guess Robert had an extra room or something, or either that or
No, that room was for Friday and Saturday night, and I just let that go.
Right. And then we're on Sunday night is what you're referring to.
so we'll have to
Right,
find
you need
Hotel
Sunday
6
night.
or something.
Because even if we left the fest Sunday morning after breakfast, let's say, because there's nothing else to see there, and we drove across whatever imaginary bridge they're talking about, go to Manhattan. Now we're there 4 or 5 hours. You still got somewhere you got to eat, you got to stay, and then you still got a 12-hour home the next day, whether the flight's Tuesday or not. So 10 to 12-hour drive home, maybe further since you're across some imaginary bridge in Manhattan.
I don't know. This could be interesting.
I just never been there, so I don't know what we're referring to. So
It's an adventure.
Yeah,
When you've never been
on the other side, over by the what do you call it? I was on the Canadian side. Is that what you call it? The Canadian, yeah, the Niagara Falls. I was on the Canadian side, and I could see New York from there.
Oh well, yeah,
As close as I ever got to New York.
yeah. Well, what closest I ever got to New York was maybe Boston once.
I've been to
Closest I
Philadelphia.
ever got was being born here.
Yeah,
I don't know.
can't all make up for that.
But Brad had some interesting ideas the other morning. So
Well, I
It
love
wouldn't take
Brad a
long
lot.
to go to the Dakota or to Strawberry Fields.
I love Brad.
Your
a lot.
issue is going to be
Okay.
parking and finding a hotel to stay overnight if that's what you choose to
we'll
do.
just knock on Yoko's door. She'll let us in.
She's not there anymore.
She's at the farm.
Oh yeah, she's moved upstate. That's right.
Yeah. He says up there where that guy lives, or what's his guy that gets
Well,
on
without hurting anyone's feelings, I could go the rest of my life and never see Strawberry Fields, Dakota, or anything. That's my opinion. That's only my opinion, because it's still just a building. It's like I wanted to see Dallas, Texas, and stand on the grassy knoll, but my daughter's moving to Alaska, so I had to give up that dream. It's
I
like
think I'd rather go to Dakota.
Yeah, but I guess he's just thinking if you're that close. I mean, you're literally across a river.
well, they can.
Why not do it?
We can still do it. We can leave at 9 o'clock in the morning and go see it.
Hey,
Do it
Stephen
for a while.
Schnee, excuse me. I was dancing in the clubs to Iran and Space Age Love Song. Wow, I actually know songs other than the Beatles. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and on top of that, then just start driving home and spend. Hopefully, it only takes 10 hours or 12 hours for there. So if you leave it
Well,
3 in
Brad
the
said,
afternoon, you're getting home at 3 in the morning. Hopefully.
yeah, well, Brad said we were going to leave your house at 4 a.m.
Hopefully, we're not going to leave till like 11 or something on Sunday night.
Oh, that'd be fine. You'll be
Well,
all
I'm
tired.
thinking if we left Michigan at 4 a.m. and it takes 10 hours, we'll be in New Jersey at 2 p.m.
Well, that's what you hope, but I've been driving for years, and you don't know. It takes you at least an hour to 2 hours longer than you thought. Trust me.
And if it rains, it's going to make it that much.
That's
Maybe
what
there'll be snow. Maybe there'll be snow.
Yeah.
It's possible.
You never know.
We had snow here yesterday, kind of a flurry thing blowing around. It was 22 degrees and blowing 25 miles an hour, and snow going everywhere. Didn't prevent us from doing anything, but it was cold. But if you're on the freeway,
put it up, but we have to share the barn with the cows.
look, I'm open to anything technically because my kids come on Monday morning, but I was going to drive them to the airport with, my wife and the kids, but it doesn't matter. If he wants to stay longer, then he has to make the arrangements for the plane.
Maybe Brad is listening out there and he can shed a
Well,
little light
I'll
on.
call him and talk to him, but he has not approached me whatsoever about it. And it was like 2
Maybe
days.
I wasn't supposed to tell you.
Surprised me on Sunday morning.
Brad's full of ideas.
Brad,
We're not going home, Robert. We're hijacking you. We're going to stay in New York for 3 days.
but he says, let's go to the Dakota and let's go to the. I'm going like, yeah, I'm all for that. Yes.
Or
Now,
see
if
the
we go
world.
out over at Robert's house, for an afternoon, and he's going to
That's right.
sleep on the
I never
floor.
thought-
Hey, maybe Robert can put you up at his house.
Sleep on the floor.
No, we'll stay with Danny Ambrosi.
That's a nice one.
It's just all a whim to begin with, and somewhat, So it's like, do what you think you can do. But
If Robert doesn't want to cross a river to get to New York City, it's another 90 minutes to my house. So
I don't know. I don't have any idea what we're talking about as far as
I'm looking forward to a good time.
wait.
Ray says, I wish there was a Beatle Fest in LA, California again.
No, I'm
That's
glad
when
there's
we have
not.
to scrape up the cash to go. Bazooka Joe will put us up, or maybe even Don.
He doesn't even
Oh,
put Don
okay.
up. What are you kidding?
We can sleep in the back where Don done that little kind of cubby hole, maybe. Steal his bottles to pay for gas.
No, I think Don stays in cars that are left open somewhere. I mean, he must be going around checking door handles.
I'm not doing that. My car will be left open, but I take up the whole front seat.
Well, yeah, but you've got that car that the back seat folds down, right?
Well, then you and Brad, I guess, will be comfortable, and I won't.
How sweet. Yes, okay. Bring blankets. Ray met Julia Baird in L.A. She was so cool to talk to.
Yeah.
She was. I was going to say something. Good thing I.
But did you get her autograph?
You'll have to remind me who she is, to be honest with
It's actually me too.
John's sister.
John's
right?
John's sister.
you. No, I didn't
Calf
realize the
sister or
last name.
whatever she is.
So, yeah, there's going to be a lot of finagling the next few days between you and Brad, I think.
Well, it's
Well,
getting closer and closer. Hey, Brad, it'd be a good time for Brad to.
I know. Then we can hash all this out right here. But
well, it's not a problem. It's boring people on the side, I suppose, but we do what we got to do. Whatever you guys decide you want, I get an extra day if we need it, but it's also not just
get
day.
a whole extra lifetime. I don't have to be home friend.
I don't think they're going to take this.
Yes, Brad.
Yeah.
Is Brad paying for the extra hotel room?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't think they're going to take my funny money.
Geez, I'm going to have to get more money somewhere.
I'll show up with this one. There you go. I don't pay for that.
Yeah.
That'll work. Yeah. What's Ray saying here?
I don't think so.
He bought the autographed book, a poster, and a CD interview with Paul McCartney. Yes, John's half sister, same
Oh,
mom.
nice.
Little out of season.
You're
Someone
still
gave me-
listening to Christmas music.
I don't know why someone gave me this today. They handed me this
Okay.
one, and she handed me this one. But I've got them both on real CDs. But
Mm-hmm.
I think she wants me to make a thing for her car.
Oh, okay.
You
A
know,
thing for her
Good.
car.
a USB stick with a bunch of Christian and Christmas music on it for it.
Okay.
But I love those two albums. Those two albums are great.
Oh yeah,
Here's a group you might know. I don't know if you know.
can't go wrong with Phil Spector Christmas.
Yeah.
If you can see those.
Everyone has some Vince Guaraldi.
George has got a black eye.
Oh no.
If you can see that.
Yeah, they punched him in the cavern, I believe.
Yeah.
I believe that's right.
It's one of the please me second shots.
Yeah.
George, don't look happy.
No.
They were tough boys back then. Yeah.
I had a letter written by George Harrison. I wish I had never sold. That was talking about a fight they got into on January 1st.
Oh wow!
And that's probably from the fight. And I sold everything I had at one point, and I don't know. I can't even remember what I got for it, but it wasn't enough, I suppose. It was written January 2nd or something, 60.
Should have hung on to it.
61 or 62, I can't remember, somewhere in there.
I still have my Disney stock certificate.
Well, I didn't have a forethought to to scan it in either.
It's worth what the paper it's printed on.
Yeah.
See, there were lots of fights in Hamburg and Liverpool back then. It was a rough time.
Liverpool was rough. Well, so is parts of Hamburg.
There you go. Robert, read this one.
The closest you ever beat in New York. Oh, okay.
It could be the only time.
Probably, like I said, that's what Brad's thinking. If you're that close, why not go see?
Well, the thing is, Brad will be there next year too.
Yeah, but we may not be.
But he won't be there with you guys.
Well, I don't know that.
So, well, that's true. But even still, I guess he's thinking, if you're in that part of the country, you're literally across the river. It takes you 20 minutes to get there, tops.
And it matters not. An extra day matters not to me, as long as he can take care of the flight, and then somehow we work out someplace to stay, because I'm not going to drive 12 hours after, hanging out for 10
I'm
hours.
sure they have a Motel 6 in Bumfucket.
Well, what were your original plans for Sunday? Were you going to
leave after breakfast? To leave after like 9 o'clock minimum and get home by 9 or 10 at night if traffic was bad, or I don't know, coming back from that area. What's it like on Sunday? How many people are on vacation? How many people are coming home? I don't know. We've never been on that side of the state.
I've never been on that side of the state driving in that direction that you're going.
Every time I go to Tennessee takes me between 9 and 10 hours. Okay. And it usually always takes me minimum 11. I've been there as soon as 9 in a perfect day with perfect traffic, like on a holiday I leave on a Monday instead of a Friday, Sorry, C-Tune.
Yeah.
I can draw you a picture.
Well, we're in the middle of something right here. We can't do dental talk just yet.
Yeah, we
Okay. I can listen.
Yeah.
Well, I've never been, like I said, everywhere we seem to go, even Alabama, it's like 12 hours supposedly, and it took us 14.
Oh, yeah. Atlanta, I can imagine, because I've been through Atlanta, and that's a nightmare. Yes. Chicago can be a nightmare. Yes. But when we get on I-80, we're below Cleveland, we're below Erie, we're above Akron.
Like I said, I'm all for it. Even if we spend Sunday and come back during the half evening, half morning, that's fine too.
I think the only city we pass through is Pittsburgh, and we get to wave at Richard Dolan. but I mean, I don't think Pittsburgh is that much of a city, though.
If you can leave go over there at 9 o'clock, have breakfast, go over to the what do you call it, the part of New York you want to see, spend a couple hours there, do what you got to do, and get the hell out of there by 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 4 or 5 hours later. Then you can still get on the road and drive to 8 o'clock before it gets dark, right? So you can still have 4 or 5 hours in the light and then drive in the dark the rest of the way home. By that time, you'll be closer to where we know where we're at.
Robert S., right? Put this one
I'll make you drive in the dark. That's all. Remember, we only have 2 drivers, too.
He didn't get that one from me.
He's got new material. Hooray!
Well, Sorry,
At least
Dave.
it wasn't the Beatles are a band from Liverpool.
Yeah.
Oh, one thing I was going to say, I ordered this shirt, because the other shirt I bought, it came from China. It was smaller than it was supposed to
Oh
be.
yeah, they got very different sizes.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I guess the Chinese people don't know what 2X is. So anyway, I probably should have ordered a 4 to get a 2, right? Anyway,
Yeah.
then this one I ordered, and they sent me a child small.
What?
Oh.
And I sent it back, and then they sent me this one, and it's not too big because it's small to begin with. These are like cheap T-shirts, right? So this is probably but this thing looks like a 10. I mean, it's kind of big and short, but it'll fit me really, really loose. And I'm like,
we'll be able to get it on.
They sell T-shirts there too, by the way.
yeah, well, this was $22. What is it there?
I think I paid $25. They have different prices, but I paid I think $25 last year.
For being a human being that doesn't wear these shirts, I figured one I'll buy, I'll wear it, I'll keep it in the background, blah blah blah.
Okay.
I don't wear this. I wear black shirts every day because I'm a black and blue guy. This used to be black. This used to be a black shirt. It looks brown almost, right? Used to be black. Great, whatever. It used to be black, but it's probably 20 years old from Kmart.
Kmart.
Wow.
I bought like 6 or 10 of these when they're on sale one time for $5. And my whole wardrobe is, all the same stuff. So I'm frugal that way. If I see something on sale, I'll buy 10 of them.
So Jorgen, how old is your shirt?
I'm just telling you the truth.
Mm-hmm.
I looked at the map. We go under Cleveland.
Getting pretty thin too. I can see right through it.
Cleveland is on the lake. We're underneath on I-80. So,
I guess that's right, Ray. 'Cause I tell you, I got this thing from China. I was going to show it today, but I think I'm going to surprise some people at the show. But I thought it was pretty wild, wasn't it, Doc?
yes.
Shirt I got?
But we don't go near Poughkeepsie.
I don't even know what
Poughkeepsie.
I can't even say it. I'll stay away from it.
Yeah. Welcome to How Old Is Your Shirt?
I was just trying to say that I'm a frugal guy and I don't want to spend $25 or $30 on shirts I only wear once.
Yeah.
I'm frugal too. That's why I bought 49-cent CDs at Salvation Army store.
I did get a new gift. I'll bring it over and show you if you have time.
Well, we got all night.
We got all night.
Lots of time. We've only been on for 48 minutes.
We have until March 31st. You guys are leaving at 4 a.m.
Yeah, got some time.
Yeah.
I mentioned this once on a show that a friend of ours has, and
Hey!
Damn it.
hi to everybody.
Hey, everybody. And Pokey. Oh.
And Pokey.
I guess you could make him ride Pokey. Oh, wait, that's the wrong way.
That's the other way. Oh.
I have to edit that out.
We got
Blockheads.
You can ride in many forms.
They came in.
Oh my God. Oh wow.
Oh, you got him. Yeah.
My good friend Stephen Schnee.
I figured it was a Schnee.
He's a good guy.
I had sent him to David and Goliath, and I think he thought he had to reciprocate, or whatever you call that. But I do really, really appreciate my grandchildren. Hopefully, will love it, and it'll bring back lots and lots of memories that I from the '60s, and then I can still play with this when the grandkids aren't around.
Oh yeah, I love Gumby.
And they're bendable.
I never heard of them.
Hey.
It's a family show.
I have to edit that out. No.
Oh God.
I got the small version.
None of that.
Just taking
I got
Oh,
the
you have
small
the one
ones.
too, yeah.
That's why he's called Pokey.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Oh, yours are tinier.
The
Yeah,
small-
Ricky's got the tiny
small
version.
version.
And blockhead as well.
A blockhead. Okay.
Ah.
Good. And,
That's what I don't have. Okay.
and
He's got them all.
Got the whole crew.
I'm feeling left out now. No, I'm just
yeah.
kidding.
Okay.
I have enough to play with for a month. I'm okay.
Wow.
This will keep me busy for a lot of hours.
Oh,
You got one.
Wrong theory.
I got stuff over there. Yeah.
Well, that's the clown guy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Crusty.
Wow.
All right, Krusty.
I'm going to keep it back there on my shelf of honor with the Beatles stuff back there. So
Well, I don't think Robert has anyone that talks. Oh, there's a Goofy.
the only thing I got that talks is my robot.
Gosh.
Gorsh. Gorsh. I can't do that. Gorsh.
That's the green Gumby and Pokey I have. Pokey comes in green?
I was going to say, isn't Gumby always green?
Gumby's always green.
Yeah, but Pokey hasn't been unless he's been eating
And the
something.
blockheads are red.
I just assumed the name was Pokey for a reason.
We'll see, Jorgen has the complete Simpsons collection.
Oh, he does. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Time to show our adult toys.
Yeah. I got a few of those too.
Hey, Marge. Donut.
Where's the television screen? Where's the television remote control? Oh, there it is. There it is. I want gumbo.
Yes?
Yeah, I got one.
I think
I
that's
got one of those too. Like a little
well,
one.
he's getting a little yellow, though.
Yeah. You gotta wash him.
Yeah, I used to have that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Used
like he used to sit in the window for the longest time, and I think he
Yeah,
got
that's why
That's
he's
why
yellow.
he yellowed.
Yeah.
it.
You'd be yellow too if you sat in the window.
Oh.
Conflict to this particular field cannot compute programming data.
I got one too.
Wow.
I will accompany you. You may need protection.
You know who this guy is?
My power supply is getting very weak.
Oh,
You know who this guy is?
oh hang on.
You know who that guy is?
Marx brother, Hoppo Marx.
No.
I
It's
check
one,
Marx.
1 and 2.
The one guy
One
looks like
and two.
Prod Corner, the YouTuber.
No, it's William Hartnell and Patrick Troughton.
Oh boy.
Dr.
Yeah,
Who.
that was my second guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is
Is that-
John Pertwee and Tom Baker. So, I got some more over there. So.
He's got a whole shelf of food.
Yes.
Honey, Hunter wants to play with us all the time, and I tell him he can't.
Yeah, I got to play with mine. I just keep mine up on the.
It's George
It's George and it's
and Paul.
Paul.
It's the
All
beat.
smiling.
Playing with your George and Paul dolls.
I have a John.
He's reaching.
Come on.
Come here.
And there he is. Yeah.
Come here to me. Come here to me.
And
I'm starting to understand why there's no women in this crew.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah, it's not hard.
oh god. Oh.
That's it. Hello, James.
No, that can't be it.
Hey,
You're missing
James.
one.
You can make me small again. I have nothing else to show.
Okay.
Well, yeah, but where's Ringo?
Yeah, you
Well,
don't
maybe
have
take Ringo
Ringo.
off. Okay.
Yeah.
You're
You've
missing
been
one.
Ringo's like sitting down. Yeah. There
Oh,
he is.
there he is. Okay.
It's the cartoon Ringo.
Oh man, they really accentuated the nose on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's going to set everyone in the proper mood.
hmm
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I do love that movie, Hard Day's Night, though. It's so fantastic.
Yeah.
It's you know, and then they come in with a big giant pile of letters for them.
That's right.
We're waiting for it to come out in color.
I would like to see it colorized properly. Like they
You
did
can
the,
put it in color, sure.
Mhm.
the Bewitched show. They did such a
Come
fabulous.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have the ladies already.
Aha!
Um,
Yes.
I got a few.
Did they come in a Happy Meal?
I don't
My
know.
wife's
I
getting more
wasn't
used to you
at
guys.
the-
She watches sometimes.
I don't know where they come from. I don't think they're from Happy Meal though. It looks
I'm sure they're not.
Looks a little bit big for that.
So it sounds like we got to go to a toy convention.
My wife stayed for the entire Steve Schnee snow last Tuesday. She stayed for the whole thing. I was really surprised. Normally she goes to bed after her Waltons are done.
There are people who actually colored Beatles movies. Like I've seen them too.
I have seen the clip.
They look fine. What's wrong with color?
Look, Doc, don't get me started, bud.
I like black and white movies too, but I don't mind them. Like I like the Christmas one, Miracle on 34th Street. They colorized. I like it. I like some of those times when they have a choice.
Oh, we're gonna hold you to that, Tim. I'm writing this down.
Mm-hmm. Mel
Torme action figure.
Glad you're not up here.
I wouldn't even know what it looks like. Well, I do know what it looks like.
Hello, Peter.
Hey. Yeah. Hello, Peter. How are you? Everybody's showing their toys for some reason.
Yeah.
I'll make
up another female Doctor Who related figure. Oh, him got two.
Oh, no, we got to hold these up.
Oh,
yes.
no.
And this guy, and there's all kinds of David Cassidy stuff on YouTube. You just have to look.
I'm going to start looking for the rest of them because I only got 2 of them.
Yeah.
Run to your Goodwill store.
Yeah. If they don't smell like
I got
somebody's
the bag one.
Yeah. Oh, he's got the bag to it. Yes. All right.
I'm looking for the portrait one. I think Robert's got the portrait.
Yeah. Oh, him too.
I don't have him. I'm never gonna have him. I don't even know how to pronounce his name, let alone have him. Well, I used to have that. I gave it to a friend.
Robert.
And this on the back side.
Yeah, I gotta have you scan that in for me, just for kicks.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll make a mini LP CD for that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
With like a greatest hits and use that as my cover.
Mm-hmm.
I make my little CDs. I might do that. I could have done that for your box, Robert. Made it look like
No, I much prefer Beatles to
tuck the Beatles in.
Family. I don't have a lot of Partridge Family on CD.
I have actually one. See how many can match this.
You got it.
I have that somewhere. I got vinyl too.
I do have that one, that exact one, but I don't have anything else by them.
Yeah, I found this one for you for $1 in that store there.
You're a brave man.
Yeah.
I have that again because I was missing the cover and I had the CD, and Doc found it for me for $1, so I replaced my cover.
Mm-hmm.
But isn't this a sad bit of music history, really?
Well,
when a bunch of TV kids can suddenly think, "Hey, why don't we record an album? We can be the next Monkees or the next Partridge Family."
Yeah, right.
Partridge Family Monkees did a lot better, trust me.
Well, yeah. Well, when you get a bunch of 15-year-old kids who think they can do this.
Even the Archies sounded great compared to those guys.
I think every TV show they tried.
In here, it was Maureen McCormick.
What was the guy's name from Puff and stuff? He did an album. Jackson.
Jack Wild.
He did. It seems like every child actor tried to do an album. Even the city in this with Squig Monster. What was his name?
Him,
he did an album. I mean, almost every one of those kids.
These guys could not sing as a group. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's the only one I have.
Well, he's got one too.
Oh,
great movie though.
Oh, the movie's great. Yeah,
I thought off when I saw that for the first time.
But there's no way they were gonna have hits like.
Excuse me. That was a very funny movie. Very funny.
Oh, okay.
That's great.
What's the movie soundtrack?
I got the whole series downstairs, and I think it's got shag carpet and venticular covers and all kinds of crap. But I'd sell it if I had to.
Yeah, but Tim says Robert P needs to do a Heine CD box set next. No, he says no.
Yeah, that'd be good. Here.
I like how one of the songs
Good one.
the CD Robert held up said grunge version. Does it mean that they're having long hair with flannel shirts?
We'll have to pick that up sometime.
Yeah, it does say that the Brady Bunch
grunge
version.
Are those original recordings on that, or?
Oh, grunge. Okay, I didn't see that.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't actually listened to it.
Oh, okay. I just got it. You have it. Okay.
I mean, It's a Sunshine Day is the original.
Okay.
If he's, if you're working on a bank, you're pretty busy these days.
It's got Venus performed by Shocking Blue. It says. I don't know if that's Shocking Blue, the original version, or if it's
a new version with
performed by them as a new.
I think it is the original. That's a great song.
Girl by Davy Jones.
Oh, okay.
Girl, look what
Supermodel, You Better Work by RuPaul.
Oh dear. Don't think so.
Copyright.
How about Time to Change? That's everyone's favorite.
Time to change.
Time to change.
Well, I'll give you a review of these next week.
Okay. That's good.
I'm going to split now because I'm going to up early tomorrow to work. So
okay.
What?
Have a good night. See you, Ryogen. Have a good night.
Good night, Jorgen.
Later. We have an open spot.
I think we bored him with our dental talk.
Yes, dental talk, or we could talk about our figures.
Oh, there he is.
Wow, that was fast.
Hey,
Mr. Schnee and his new hairdo.
I was gonna say with his hair slicked back.
Yeah.
Looking good, young man.
Looking good, Steve. Ready for Tuesday.
Greetings.
Yeah.
Greetings.
I put my hair back.
I got a ways to go. I'm almost the other guys.
Now this is. I take one shower a month, and
oh, okay.
And then
today was the day.
And then I have to put the wig on, but I didn't fluff the wig out.
Now you tell Robert's got a wig. I know.
Yeah, place your hair on straight.
Yeah, I've got a wig.
Yeah.
Thank you again, Mr. Schnee.
You're welcome. And no, I didn't feel at all that I had to reciprocate. I mean, you are a kind person. People need to do kind things to you.
My wife usually
does. You. What was that?
Said my wife usually does.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say that's why I changed it instead of to you, for you.
Okay.
A little heated in here right now.
She's I was going to send you a picture of the tofu lunch meat I made this afternoon.
Oh yeah, I'd love to see that. I didn't make it to the store. I've been so busy working.
It took 25 minutes of stirring. And stir, otherwise it'll burn, and just keep going and keep going. I'm hoping in 2 hours it comes out and slices nice.
I'm triggered by the fact that you call tofu meat.
It's as much protein as meat. It's as much protein.
It's protein, but it's not meat.
I'm going to be making tofu in the
there he is.
air fryer.
Hey,
yes.
You're in trouble, Brad.
I can fool you, Robert. If you came to my house and ate it, you might be fooled. We're pretty good cooks over here.
I had to come back because Schnee was here.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you came back because Brad showed up.
Well, what I could do is I could leave and let Brad come up, and then he can explain everything he's not going to do.
I know I'm a poor substitute for Jorgen. So,
okay.
We enjoy your company.
Yeah.
We'd rather have a Swedish woman than a Swedish guy.
I don't have any toys.
You don't have one of these?
At least that I can show on Doc Stream. Me?
Yeah, you got Pee Wee Herman somewhere.
Yeah, don't you?
Pee Wee Herman's in the other room in a box somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I do have the other day, actually, I found I have a small Pee Wee Herman, but it's plastic. It's not, rubbery or anything like that. It's a little plastic thing.
It's
and
not
I thought I threw that away a long time ago, but it was in a box of stuff that belongs to my ex-wife. I wonder if she used that.
Okay.
Pee Wee. Hey, maybe that's I don't know.
Well, this stuff belongs to my wife, so
but I'm trying to think here. Almost everybody up here has a song on the All Request Ski Lodge. Everyone except Joe.
What?
What's that mean? I have to request a song?
No. Well, yeah.
Too late.
I will.
Well, no, because it's too late. The show's already up.
Oh.
And it sounds wonderful.
We can still mention it.
Yeah.
Here's the song Joe didn't pick.
Ski Lodge 100.
Judy in Disguise.
See, I was going to put that on, but there was just not enough time. But it was on last week's show. But I know.
I gotta say, Stephen, you handled yourself very well the other day. I just sometimes I wind up putting on for a little while a Rachel show, and you popped on there, and you were, putting up with the nonsense over there with those other guys. It's all in good natured, I guess. Waxed and all those guys.
Well, I mean, I'm friends with Waxed. He's in real life, he's not like that guy up on screen. He's just a normal guy like us, not being antagonistic and all that kind of stuff. Other people, not so much. But I mean, I guess what people didn't get, I mean, my sense of humor is kind of weird. Is there's this guy that everybody likes, and I don't mind. His name's Thor, and he comes on, and he does a metal minute, and it turns into like.
All right, they said, "Oh, Schnee's minute's going on for." This was when I was doing my walk in the mall. I got the earbuds in, I'm walking. I'm like listening to this.
Yeah, but my joke was, this is Schnee's minute or whatever, and it went on for probably 5-7 minutes, maybe longer, maybe a couple minutes longer, but I mean, I wasn't making fun of Thor, but I was making fun of that whole concept of minute. It's the metal minute, and Thor's metal minutes usually go on 15 or 20 minutes, and so that's what I was kind of parodying, and and people didn't get it, and then I got into it with the zibbity doodah, yeah, you go girl guy,
I gotcha.
But yeah, I have to. My gosh, there's so much stuff that happens behind the scenes had nothing to do with that stream. That I told Robert this in a private thing, that sometimes I feel totally like just leaving the vinyl community, just not making videos anymore, and just rubbing coleslaw all over my body and chasing dogs.
Well, you didn't mention that part to me.
No. But ultimately, I can't stop talking about music.
Hello, Christopher.
Well, you got to do it for yourself, not do it for anyone else.
Exactly. I mean, that's the thing. I've got stacks of stuff here that I totally want to tell people about. I'm going to do a video on Christopher Cross. I'm going to do a video on Foreigner. I'm going to do a video on. These are stuff that normally people just go about. And
what are you going to do, the Decemberists?
No, I don't have all the Decemberists.
I just uploaded one. So,
but you see, that's the thing. I mean, we all love our stuff, and there's going to be somebody out there. I mean, I did a video on Jackie Leven. I did a video on Doll by Doll. Both of those have over 100 views. I mean, that's not great compared to. I mean, that's not great. Those aren't Mayo numbers. I mean, I'd love to have Mayo numbers, but I don't get them. But that's fine. Joe deserves Mayo numbers.
I believe they could ban on Wheels numbers.
The only Mayo number I don't want is his bank account. No.
Believe me, you don't.
After all the money he spends,
I want
people think, "Oh, he's rich."
Hot dogs numbers. That's what I want.
What I'd love to do is like one thing I couldn't find that I was actually I think
too much information.
there was a CD I have, and I'm sure some of you are familiar with it. It's called the Gumby album.
Oh my!
Gumby.
Yeah, I've heard. I think so. Yeah.
Late '80s, early '90s. Oh, there you go. Holding beans.
With beans.
But it's got like Jonathan. It's all songs about Gumby, and it's got like Frank Sinatra Jr. singing the Gumby theme.
I don't actually know the Gumby theme. I'd have to listen to it.
It's
been years, man.
He was once just a little green glob of clay.
Oh yeah.
I think I'll find out in a couple days here.
Gumby movie or something. No,
I haven't had time yet. I had to order. One of our good friends, Paulina, wanted a few things, so I made.
Kind gay, yeah. Jeez.
The question we've all been asking.
Yeah, but Henge, this fellow.
My name is Henge.
Mm-hmm.
My name
I actually,
is Henge.
I actually,
Tribute CD.
okay, yeah, okay, Tim's got it. I actually bought a 3 CD Henge collection off the
Really?
internet. It was super cheap, like with shipping from,
Algeria.
somewhere in Europe. It was like $12, and I bought it, humorously, but I just couldn't bring myself to load it into iTunes or even listen to it, so I just put it away. I'm sure one day.
Yeah, like this one here. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know what box it is in now.
You might have to pay me $12 to send it to me.
Come on, you guys with that.
$12.
I'll give them a try.
99 cents for Infinity.
Do you want it, Robert?
No kids for me.
This one was 4. So
That Robert.
Oh, okay.
This Robert there.
oh, this guy. Okay.
That Robert.
Always
Here.
have Henge have.
He don't likes monsters. I'll put up monsters. He likes.
There
okay.
you go.
There you
Folks,
go.
like famous monsters of filmland.
Yeah.
I gotta get a complete run of those. Those are very expensive.
I would love those. Oh my gosh.
Oh, forget
Sometimes when I go into a comic shop, I'll go to the magazine section to see what famous monsters of filmland they have, but they're always just way out of my price range. I mean, even if it's like $15 or $20 an issue or whatever, I don't want to walk away. Yeah, I don't want to walk away with one issue.
Yeah.
I want to walk away with 5 or 10.
I have a pretty complete collection, except that I'm missing from like 1 to like 32 or something.
Oh,
those are the
wow.
most expensive ones,
Of course.
Yeah.
No, they reissued a best of.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, like a paperback book, but they're too
Oh.
expensive now. Mm-hmm.
Nah, I went
Get
to
the eBay. We'll track it
Yeah,
down.
it's on eBay.
See,
Yeah,
the magic of Famous Monsters magazine
one, two.
is because everything there is, in my opinion, it's all, the information's all outdated. Some things have been, some things were wrong because,
right.
For whatever reason. But it's the fact that they existed and you're reading it from that time period.
I agree with you.
Oh yeah,
You're holding a real relic
You're a little
there,
kid. Yeah.
and it's from that time. You could go onto the newsstand in 1958 or something if you were alive.
Yeah.
I'll see you when you get back.
You see,
1958 or 19 whenever it was 61 or 71.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
we see
67.
just like- just like a Time magazine with the Beatles on, or Time or Life, or any
Yeah.
magazine from the era that has the Beatles on it or whatever. Sure, reading a magazine from 1978 is fine or whatever, but when you find a copy of a magazine that came out in 1964, and even if the information's wrong or the pictures are labeled wrong, you're reading it exactly how some music or Beatles fan would have read it in 1964,
Right, the way it was
65 or
presented.
whatever.
Some
was
of those
that?
famous monsters say like 35 cents on them.
Yeah, exactly.
Now I think a magazine's $10 or something now.
Yeah.
Some of these magazines.
Oh my! Comic books now are, heck, 2 years ago they were $2.99. They were going up to $3.99. Some of them are now $4.99,
Yeah.
and they actually have less pages than they did back when we were kids buying comic books, when they were 15, 25 cents.
What? You mean I pay $4 for a comic book and there's only like 5 pages in it?
No, it's not
Yeah.
5 pages. It's probably about 5 pages less than what you would have gotten. But back then, in fact, I was reading. You guys familiar with the series World's Finest, which is basically
Oh yeah.
Superman, Batman.
Mm-hmm.
There's these epic
It was on
collections.
live earlier.
Yeah.
There are these epic collections that will combine like the first 10 issues of World's Finest or Batman or Action Comics or whatever. So I bought a book of World's Finest, and it had, just reading the first issue of World's Finest, it was this long story that took a while to read, because you're talking every page has 9 to 12 panels, brilliant colors, and you're reading through this, and it's a story, and it has subplots and stuff throughout the story. That one story in that one comic book that you would have gotten in 1961 or whatever year it was, that story would be spread out over 12 issues nowadays.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we do that.
That same exact story, and that just the panels will be bigger, and and it's horrible. I mean,
yeah, it's sort of sketched out now.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey,
That's
the
right.
comic
Now,
books are over too.
That's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Now, does anybody remember the big ad for the novelty store to send out $1 and get a catalog?
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah.
Johnson Smith Company or something like that.
No,
Yeah,
I was going to send away for some theme.
Yeah, for those X-ray.
How about those X-ray
and-
glasses?
Yeah, yeah.
And
And sea monkeys and all kinds of weird stuff.
yeah.
Through my
and
hand.
the
Yeah.
bubble turns your mouth black.
Mhm.
Yeah, you know, we better bring some of that stuff to the fest with us. Some of those joke things.
Oh,
I don't have any of that stuff, though.
What you got to do is you got to put on a pair of those X-ray glasses and look at some of the girls up and down. You know,
It's over, Tim. It's over for everything.
Hmm.
Very few things is better, but no smoking is better. That's about it.
I don't know. Somebody's got a request of Schnee there.
I don't know who that is, but I refuse to answer that. I consider that.
This is another one of you know who's.
Yeah, this is
another troll.
Final Gorilla is
Yes.
looking to cause trouble.
I didn't see where it was
Yeah.
appropriate. But
People that can't fit in elsewhere, so they hang around the misfits and just make trouble.
Oh.
Sorry, that's the truth. I'm just telling it like it is. You were pretty okay to me, though. I got to say, off and on. I got to be honest with you.
Hmm.
Really?
Now he's like, oh, that's the end of this guy. I don't
So
know.
we
It's just
talk about comics and toys and movies and music and
stuff.
weather
Yeah.
and Beatle Fest.
I've got a bunch of stuff I'm bringing to the fest already.
hey, you know what? I have no problem staying young at heart, man. That's the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
We have.
I want to be a young 83. You can be an old whatever you are.
I had the same, well, not the same. I don't know if it was bigger or smaller, but I had this when I was a kid, and I remember when we played with it so much, the little wires were coming out the back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I
Yeah.
remember that.
Yeah.
And you're like trying to push them back in, and
Yes. Yeah. So the wire would be sticking out like the back of the leg or whatever, and he couldn't stand up because his leg would always bend when you tried to stand him up. Yeah. Floppy leg.
that's. I mean, you're 6 years old. That's what you do. You just play with it till it dies, because it's not like we had 27 toys either.
Well, these days, I feel like I have a floppy leg sometimes when we
Should
need
have kept the minting box, right?
Yeah. Like button.
I'm telling you, I got a lot of that stuff. I'm
That's a reminder. I'll hit it.
hit the like button. I'm thinking of turning this room into a movie room. I really am, but whatever.
I always hit it
my
3
head's
times.
at now.
I hit it 3 times every time.
I was the one who took the Etch a Sketch and tried to take all the gray off.
Oh,
The tedious
Yeah,
process
yeah.
going back and forth till you take all the gray off, and then you can see what's behind it.
No, I never did
Good
that.
Lord.
No, nobody's ever done that.
I
Come
still
on,
have an
man.
No.
I still have an Etch a Sketch in there.
Yeah, you see the bars behind it. And they're like this, and then the little pencil or whatever moves up and down the bars. And
You were a strange kid, Doc.
yeah.
I gotta admit though, Vinyl Gorilla. I thought about it again. I'm not trying to backtrack too much, but the thing is, Vinyl Gorilla did say some good things. I gotta say too. So
But that was not one of them.
well, nobody's perfect. Not even Jeff, right, Jeff? Nobody's perfect.
No.
That always reminds me of the Mad Monster Party ending. Nobody's
Oh, good.
perfect.
I don't feel so bad.
Oh
anymore.
yeah, that's right. What a
Perfect.
great ending.
He used to take all the gray off the Etch a Sketch.
I still have a 1968 Spirograph downstairs.
Oh yeah, I remember
With
those.
the box. Still
I
have
need to keep all my toys.
I need to flip your wig again.
Yeah.
Now, my parents pretty much got rid of all my stuff. Comic
too.
books.
It was like one of the
Yeah.
very few
Baseball
things I
cards.
still have left. I had a few Matchboxes left, and I had
Yeah.
that Spirograph. But we moved in 71, and my mom, I was like 10, 11. My mom threw away everything at the move, all my G.I. Joe helicopters,
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Those
Oh,
Aurora
yeah.
Universal Monsters,
Yeah.
Dracula and
Yeah.
Creature from the Black
Mm.
Lagoon.
Oh man,
Stuff that I had.
Batman on the Dan, the
All
one
gone.
model with Batman
No
holding
wonder you
up.
don't like horror
I wish
movies.
I had them.
That's
I
why you
don't
don't
like
like
mine.
horror movies. I knew there was a reason.
Never forgave my
Well, I
parents.
like horror movies. I just don't like slasher stuff.
Yeah, but now you got to go to that store that the guy swears and buy his for like I don't know.
I've seen some of them. They got Aurora model kits for like $900 sealed.
I was gonna say, do I get a discount if I swear
Yeah, I
as
think
much as he
so.
does?
Oh, the man who cusses. but the store just
Hello,
looks like
DJ
phenomenal to walk through.
Yeah, there's stuff in there. Yeah. I'm spoiled around this area, I think. I mean, not everybody has stores and things around them.
No.
I take it for granted.
Well, even those indoor flea markets and stuff, they're pretty much the same idea.
Well, the one Robert
There's
took
a
the
lot
other day had some interesting things, but
Yeah.
I couldn't see.
Oh, Rosie's? Yeah.
Hey, look! Before you go over to Schnee's, make sure to come over to move. What is it now? Mayo's Marquee.
Yeah, what they call
Make
it?
sure you come over to Mayo's Marquee at like
Watch him, but then
7:15
watch
p.m.
Steve. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have a
Tuesday
night.
nights is like YouTube night.
Yes.
I guess.
Next week, the channel's going to be Mayo's Movies and Moccasins.
And monsters.
Yeah.
Mayo's Monsters.
So Steve, are you going to do anything special for the 101 show next
No.
Tuesday?
There may not be 101 show.
I had creepy crawlers.
How many people spell waste of time? WAIST.
But I think he wants your
WASTE.
your
Oh,
comment.
the movie. The movie.
Halloween Ends.
Halloween Ends.
Oh, I thought it sucked.
Yeah.
Well, then it is a waste of time. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I reviewed it on my channel and I gave it 2 stars or something because I wasn't totally. I shouldn't say sucked because 2 stars is still like
I had
fair.
creepy crawlers and incredible edibles. I had.
Me too.
Creepy
Okay,
crawlers.
okay,
Think
so
Maker
Creepy
too.
Crawler
all
wasn't.
those toys back then were so dangerous. Like,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
Hot
Absolutely.
plate,
that you had to pour the stuff in.
Yeah.
300-degree hot plate.
You'll be here, Brad. You'll be here.
And for the girls that had that,
You may as well have just grabbed that hot light bulb
to
inside.
get to the. Oh, jeez.
I've only got 30 minutes left anyway, so then I'll be off.
Uh,
Gotta pick up the girlfriend again. Working
I'm not
today.
adding anything to it. I can go. I'm
Yes,
just
you
saying
are.
hi.
No, you
oh,
stay.
Brad is still here, you know. So
Yeah.
you can't go yet.
That's
Yes.
good. And he's got a green face.
Well, the real Beetle Brad. I've been watching To Tell the Truth now every night. It's been on now. It's right on Me TV, the Game Buzzer, whatever
No.
buzzer.
Oh no.
Please stand up. It's really isn't it really a suspenseful moment?
It is. Did you happen to see the one where they had Orville Redenbacher on?
No, it was really him.
Oh yeah, well
Yeah,
it was him, but it was before he became.
Oh, so
Yeah.
I got that one right. I'll bet.
Popcorn.
You had
Yeah,
the
I've
3
seen
guys
that.
go. It's like, and which one is the real Orville Redenbacher? Like, oh, well, of course, but nobody knew him at the time.
Right.
So when they, like Bill Cullen, what do you think? Well, I think it's number 3, not Orville. And Peggy Cass says, well, I think it's number 2, not Orville. They didn't pick him at all.
What I want to know about that show? Did they?
Of course, Orville stands up and like, holy shit!
How come the contestants or whatever they want to call them? How come they're always ready for every question as if they know the questions? That's what I don't
I think you have
understand.
to do a little research or something, because
Well,
sometimes they
sometimes-
answer real well.
Sometimes they'd ask a question and it'd be kind of like they go like, well, I don't know, is it really? And then the host would have to like give them some guidance,
Can't wait they do the real
You
Robert
can
S.
fool Kitty Carlisle, you got it made.
Could do what?
Kitty Carlisle.
The real? No, I was wondering what Joe said.
Oh, Robert, I said I can't wait till they do the real Robert S.
Oh,
Then you can go on there and.
there is no real Robert S.
Oh, I like that nice comment by DJ Trish to Schnee.
Well,
Not that one.
I I appreciate that, Trish, but yeah, I have nothing against Thor whatsoever. Yeah, it was just a parody gone wrong. Is really what it was. There you go.
There.
That's
Wow.
that's
This is the
Nice.
best looking grandchildren ever. I'm telling you.
Little Harper. And then
You're
I
a
got
very lucky man.
That's the 3 in Texas, just about to head to, I'm trying to make it come to head to Alaska.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
So I have to go to Alaska to visit him now. That's not going to be fun.
But
You
thank
know
you,
what
Trish.
that means, Lou? It means we're lost in
That's
Alaska.
a long
See,
drive.
Robert.
It's
So your daughter is going to be out of Texas by like late July, or
uh,
no?
probably there, but she's in training. I'm just trying to find the there. And there's Hunter.
Because I might be in Texas in late July for about 5 days.
Well, then
So
you
if
stop
she's
by and see her, but all the kids will be up here.
Well, no. Oh, that's right. That's right. Should be in training. Oh, yeah, okay,
She's
never
in,
mind.
she's in 9 weeks of training at the end of June because she has to do her captain's training because she never.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
And
That's
then
right, 'cause
she becomes a major, and then they slip her off to Alaska again.
Yeah,
We're
we
lost
did.
in Alaska.
Yeah, we did talk about that. I was just hoping that, if she and the kids were still going to be there, then heck, come out and watch some music and go record shopping with us.
I would have done that. Unfortunately, I missed my
Yeah.
Grascanola visit, but I have
See,
to make
that's-
choices because they're expensive choices.
The what's that? Oh, Orphan. Okay.
Orphan.
First kill.
The
Okay.
sequel, Orphan,
Ah.
First Kill.
Yeah, I know nothing about scary movies.
The sequel has the first kill.
I guess.
I guess so. Yeah, that's
I
true,
guess it's a prequel then, right?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I mean, that's a good concept, man. They had me.
What
fooled.
is this new thing with that Wendy girl that they've been showing around? What is that? Have you guys watched
Wendy.
With the
Wendy
hamburger?
from the Adams Family? It's on.
Oh,
some-
Wednesday.
Oh,
Oh,
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really good. That's really good on Netflix.
Yeah.
It's a
Is it
series on
good?
Netflix. Yes,
What-
it's not
Oh, yeah.
scary, spooky. It's fun. It's like a mystery. Darker hued, like most Tim Burton things.
Right.
But yeah, it's really fun.
And,
really
and
good.
you have to kind of get used to Gomez. Adam.
You see, the Gomez in the series is closer to the Gomez in the comic book.
Oh, absolutely. But you're not used
I
to
mean,
it.
I mean comics.
No, I agree,
Yeah.
Steve. But we're not used to seeing him that way.
Yeah, I would
Exactly.
have to. I'd have to see about how Netflix works now since they changed their laws. I haven't tried to get on. Didn't they
I
change?
just downloaded it.
Son-in-laws. I was using my son-in-laws.
Oh,
I don't think you have a problem, Robert.
No. Okay.
my
I don't.
my ex
use
wife
myself.
has. I gave her the password to Netflix, and she says it's still working. She says they're rolling out that feature in other countries to see how it goes over.
I see.
So still in the U.S., we can still. In fact, Joe, I need your Hulu password so I can watch Hulu.
You're asking
But-
me? I don't even know it.
But
I've
no,
actually got one of those. If you need it, I'll just have to. I'll send it to you via email or whatever.
yeah, no, but Netflix should be working. I've got. Should I admit this in public? I've got my sister, my niece, and my ex-wife on it, and me. But I am paying a little bit more money too.
Well, I just paid $60 to get on PBS just so my wife could watch Call of the Midwife or something that she likes.
Oh,
Gotta-
okay.
you gotta do.
It's Netflix. It's easy.
Good wife.
Yeah. All
Well-
you need to do is know somebody.
I don't watch that much stuff on it. I just figured I would ask if someone knew because I heard that show might be interesting.
Yeah, not Waltons.
It's kind of I watch
Waltons are great.
I don't have time for old shows. I'm usually busy watching old Dacus videos.
Oh yeah, those are entertaining. Yeah,
Yeah.
with the bad green screen effects.
Well, that one went a little awry. I'm thinking it's all speckly in the back. It was all right. From France, right?
Oh, yeah.
I tried to do the green screen effect again, but I didn't have enough light. I don't think.
Okay.
So
Or
without the light, it doesn't work, and I got all the blotches all over the place.
It works
Yeah.
better if you have an actual green screen.
Yeah.
Yes. All of my Point TV.
I think all the stuff that he wants to watch is.
Okay.
That's what my 90% of whatever I have time to watch TV is usually
Yeah.
on YouTube
Me
somewhere.
too.
Well, see, when you don't get enough light, it shows up as brown, and it didn't work very well. So
I have a TV here where I'm living, and I haven't turned it on since early August.
Months
I'm
and
not. You know, I'll watch Netflix and stuff on my computer.
Mhm.
I watch everything on my computer, but it's hooked to a 55-inch TV.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
but my monitor is 27 inches.
I can't sit in front of this all day. I think this is 32-inch monitor, but I can't sit in front of it. I got to sit in the lazy boy in front of the 55-inch TV, and I got a little baby computer hooked to it. So
Yeah.
I heard that Joe's next screen is going to be 90-inch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get a house.
I
He's
pretty
got to
much
keep up with everybody else and get one of those 90-inch screens.
I pretty
thought
much
about
sit
going
here all day.
65-inch because the 55 is a little small, but 65
It's
might
small.
be too big.
I
Pardon me?
can't even imagine what a
I
90
said a little small.
Like. I guess I haven't
Well,
been to
if I put it in the living room, my living room is 17 or 18 by 26. So if
But
you're
you're
there,
not looking at the whole living room. Don't put the TV on one end and the couch on the other.
well, I don't, but I'm reading. Like I said, I do everything on Netflix or on the computer. So if it has text, like even the sidebar here, I have to be able to read it. So I have to sit a little closer than the average bear just to read all the comments on the screen. So I want it as big as possible. I can barely read. Well, I can read this here, but yeah. But this
If you
chair,
don't have TV, your mind will heal. Really?
I haven't seen any real TV like channel 247. I haven't seen that in over a year, so I don't know. Or maybe
I haven't watched regular. Oh, if I do turn it on, what do they got? Singing contests and what, that guy with the cooking. Like I could care less.
Yeah.
Like
You could care less then.
I haven't
You
watched
can't-
TV
you care
in over
somewhat.
3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. I don't watch The Bachelor or is Survivor still on? I don't even know.
But do you watch The Bachelorette?
No, I don't watch The Bachelor. I don't watch any of those. I don't watch any.
They got that series on the Highway Patrol on Netflix, right? Not Netflix, on YouTube right now. I've been watching every episode I can find.
The old ones. Yeah.
It's 23 minutes of pure, it's interesting.
50s. All sorts of free stuff.
When I was a kid, I didn't see it.
Cartoons.
Yeah.
Yes.
I got no problem with it, but I just never seen it. So I figure I'll watch them once. Like, reminds me of the stuff from like Adam 12. I'll watch those still once in a while. It's really lame, kind of, but yeah.
MC 1964 mentions that can't stand the commercials. Well, here's my thing. Sometimes during the holidays, for obviously, I'm a very nostalgic guy. Very, very. I think about family and friends and stuff. And so I'll throw on like Christmas commercials. You just type in Christmas commercials and it'll bring up 60s to the 70s, right? So I'm watching Christmas commercials and then it gets interrupted by commercials and I get pissed off at the commercials, but then I have to sort of bring myself back because I'm realizing I'm watching commercials.
Yeah.
But those commercials remind you of a better time.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we had to watch them as kids, but some of those were cool.
Yeah.
I still like the one where the Kool-Aid breaks through the wall. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now, is this because they're making it hard to reach these days to discourage you from using them?
What are we referring to now?
This is what TV makers are making USB ports hard to reach these days.
Oh, huh. I know they're hard. Some of the TVs aren't when you just buy it and try to turn it on, you got to go through a whole bunch of stuff. Now,
Well, on my TV, the port is just behind it. You can just reach around and get it. But on the Blu-ray player that I have, and it's the same one that Joe has, the USB thing is right in the front. It's easy. No problem putting USB in there.
But I've noticed our church bought some new TVs, and I'm trying to set them up. And it took like an hour just to get it to what would get a signal.
You got to go online.
Yeah, you got to go online and register this and do that and like this is insane just to turn on a freaking TV.
Yeah.
I just want to turn it on and put it on the internet.
Right in the middle of something. Hey, how about? And it goes off to a commercial.
Tim, there's a magic thing called AdSense. What is it called here?
Well, I can't watch me.
Ad Block Plus. That's what I've got.
I've got that up from my computer, yes, but
So I don't get any ads on YouTube.
for the Me TV and regular TV. That's why I could never
people are
watch it.
doing
It's
it,
like
eh?
every 5 seconds, it's Medicare or something, you know.
Nope. I used to have cable, but I got rid of it. I just got plain antenna now. It works fine.
I used to have internet myself.
Yeah. So I get all my ABC and CBC and all that kind of stuff, and then, well, they still get commercials.
The only people I know that still have real cable and stuff are people that watch a lot of soccer, a lot of sports, and they got to have all the
Yeah.
channels. Those guys seem to have the $120, $200 bills, you know,
Yes.
because they want to watch sports every 5 minutes.
I don't even like sports. I have that stupid bill. Well,
That's
baseball.
I don't watch soccer. My friend watches soccer all the time, and he's from Albania, but he's American, but he watches soccer like 24/7. I can't do it.
Yeah, but Robert P., we've got a soccer channel on our television.
Well, maybe you do. I
Soccer
don't
channel.
mind.
Robert S. can't get rid of cable because then he'll lose it if he misses one episode of Days of Our Lives.
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
No, there's a different reason I can't get rid of it, Stephen.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I'll tell you one thing I did watch back in the 80s. I
It's
watched
not that.
Luke and Laura get married.
oh yeah.
Because my wife at the time was my girlfriend, and she asked me to tape the damn thing because she had to work and I didn't for some reason. So I remember watching Luke and Laura get married.
Remember how big that was? That was
Yeah.
crazy. Man.
Yeah, I didn't even. I was just a kid.
It was nuts, but I remember having to do it. My girlfriend at the time, can you please record? Okay. And I ended up watching the dumb thing because I was off for a week.
But then
you got cooked up in it.
You know, in our time, and Joe, in fact, all of you could probably relate to this. When we were kids, you know, how many of us wanted to get home to watch Dark Shadows?
Oh yeah.
I really didn't care for it.
I remember seeing some of it, not all of it.
I watched it because I had a crush on my friend's older sister, and she
You like Jonathan Frid?
So I would watch it just so I could talk to Nikki about it.
There you go.
See, I sometimes, you know, at that time I was probably 7, 8 years old or something.
Yeah.
And I mean, I was probably 6 when it really became popular. But then by the time that we were really, I mean, like the show was on for a year before Jonathan Frid even showed up, before Barnabas Collins showed up.
Yeah.
And
I must have had a nice childhood from Romper Room in the morning to Dark Shadows in the afternoon.
Oh yeah. Cool.
And by the way, the reason I have cable is because my wife watches things on TV.
See, that's I knew that's where you were getting at, Robert. So I didn't even want to bring that up.
I don't even know why.
I just want to clarify that in case anybody was wondering.
I told you I like that feeling of being so-called plugged in to like around. I don't know. Just you turn on Me TV or something, and you feel like people are watching too. I don't know. It's psychological. You know what? Yeah. We used to turn the TV on. You get up and maybe in the morning, turn the TV on. You know, part of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and with like Dark Shadows, half the time I didn't understand what was going on, and because you'd have what was his name, Quentin.
Yeah, Quentin the werewolf.
That's the werewolf.
Yeah. Right, but at first I think when he came on, he wasn't a werewolf. I think he was just this quiet, a ghost that didn't speak. Mm-hmm. And then they turned him into a werewolf, and then they went back in time, and then all of a sudden you'd be watching the show, and it's taking place in the 1800s. Before Barnabas got turned into a vampire.
Yeah, 1795.
It was absolutely bizarre. But then my dad took us to see, and this is sort of a Beatles related thing. My dad took me and my brother, because we were big Dark Shadows fans.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever see the movie House of Dark Shadows?
Yes.
Yeah,
I love it. I've got it too. Yeah.
Yeah. That ties it all in a neat package, doesn't it?
Yeah. Basically, for anybody who hasn't seen it, they take like the 1.5 to 2 year story of Dark Shadows and they condense it into 90 minutes with almost every actor or actress on the TV show actually making a film, but they turn it into an almost Hammer style film.
Yeah.
And, with plenty of blood. And it, when we went and saw that movie, it was so amazing because now first off, for I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but I'm gonna anyway. It has the very first, from what I can remember, post-credit scene. And what that is at the end of the movie, when a certain character is through the credits laying dead on the ground with an above camera shot, as soon as the credits are over, the body disappears and a bat flies away.
Oh yeah, yeah. At the
So
end
you're
of
going
the
like,
movie. Yeah.
Barnabas will be back. I just blew it there for you.
Yeah.
But we got out of the theater, pile in the car. My dad turns on the car. My Sweet Lord by George Harrison was a new or hit single at the time.
What a great world.
And every time I hear My Sweet Lord, it was right after we got out of the theater. Every time I hear My Sweet Lord, I imagine, visualize in my head the ending of Dark Shadows.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that great? It used to be like, hey, let's see this movie. Look at this is out. That's out. All these great things are out. And then you go home in the car, great music on the radio.
Yeah, exactly.
These days, you got to find them. They're out there. You just got to find them. Right? You got to find them. Everybody, listen, I'm going to really let out of this rant. You got to find them. It's good stuff. Just got to find it. I'm not going to search for it. Okay? It has to be in your face. You turn the radio on. There it was. My Sweet Lord. There it was.
Okay, Joe, Joe, I totally understand where you're coming from. I think the search
is worth it,
and discovering new music is worth it. That is not, a lot of people don't think that, including you, and I don't fault you 100% or at all for that. But I like, I'm always in search of the lost chord.
But I respect that because that's your thing. And that's what makes you happy, and the search and finding new stuff. If I ever hear something new that I've never heard, and I say, "Oh, that's good," of course it's I love that. It's a positive thing. It's a good feather in your cap. Nothing wrong with that. You can't have too much stuff you like, but I guess for me, I just don't. I'm with limited time there is. I want to do this or that.
That was a TV movie. That wasn't really a movie. That was
two of them.
There are actually two movies. Night Stalker and Night
Stalker. And then a watered down TV series.
Well,
yeah, I don't like the TV series. I like the two movies.
Well, Joe, here's a question for you. Like, let's just say someone that you like who do you respect their musical taste? Like, let's just say Robert S.
Anybody, anybody wasn't like rap, but no.
Right.
Well, I'm not just saying this. Well, you guys, sure. Why? I mean, I'm not just saying that because you're here.
Right, but let's just say that somebody, one of us that you particularly like, let's say Robert S. Says, hey, you know what? I think Joe would like this. I'm going to take 2 songs and put it on a comp, and I think Joe would like this. Take 2. Would you listen to something that he would like a CDR or something? No,
hold on a minute.
Don't worry, I'm not going to send you anything.
Let's see if I know what he's doing. Let's see if I can't find Barnaby by.
I knew you would know that.
You see, this is what it is. Now, if George is here, he's one of the greatest guys. He really is. George, music for all 4 seasons. He gave me this. And I like Frankie Valli in the 4 seasons.
Yeah.
Okay, I like Frankie Valli in the 4 seasons. Or Frankie Valli, right? And he gives me this.
Which is very different.
Ooh, yeah, that's the album.
And he gave me September. And he says, look, please, I want you to listen to it a couple of times, more than once, give it a couple of times to drink in. And he also gave me Frank Sinatra Watertown, which I've heard a lot of good things about the Watertown album. There he is, see? And this is tough. And it's like, okay. And I'm like, I never got to it. I'm like, I'll get to it by the end of the year. It turned into the end of the year. Now we're into March. How long does it take to put this on and listen to the whole thing? Now, why am I not doing it? Well, because I'm preoccupied with other things. But I guess if it's something I was dying to hear, I guess I would. Yeah. And I know that sounds. I don't understand why am I dying to hear this. This is Frankie Valli,
But it's not Big Boys Don't Cry or Sherry. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
No, I understand that's interesting, but why not interesting to put it on? I don't understand it, and I'm telling you, George, as God is my witness right now.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be on. One day you're gonna turn it on. You're gonna hear new of first time vinyl listens, and it's gonna be that one and it's Watertown. Mm-hmm. I have time. Let's face it. I thought that I don't have the time. I have the time. When I have the incentive, the interest, I don't understand why. And by the way, I'm sorry, I'm going way off And then
Go ahead.
Robert S. also told me this album Barnaby By. I was at my record store. I played one side of it, as I recall. I recall it wasn't bad, but I don't know. One more side he gave me. I brought it home with me, and I never played it.
And you played side 2 at the store.
Oh, I did. I don't
Side
know.
1 is what you should have played. That would have got you.
They do.
But I'm like, if everybody started bombarding me with that, please, folks, don't. Okay, I got too much stuff. Yeah, I want to watch. I want to see Orphan First Kill. That's what I want to watch. I want to watch that. I want to do this. I want to do that. I have a lot of things I want to do on my own. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is that we all approach things differently. I can listen to stuff all day long while I'm working. Joe might not be able to. Why should I fault Joe for not having time to do stuff, or vice versa?
I admit I have time. I'm retired. I have time. I've been on here for almost 2 hours. I could have listened. How many albums could I have listened to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing that there
ready for the fest. Yeah.
I need one of those. I used to have a Beatles shirt. What I've noticed about albums, and again, we all listen to things differently. People could come to Ski Lodge and go, "That's awesome." People can come to Ski Lodge and go, "Oh, that's music my grandparents listen to," and not listen to it. That's fine. I don't care. I mean, I want people to like it, but when I listen to music, I'll put something on, and let's just say I'm not going to use Paul McCartney because I don't care for his. Let's just say it's a new album by some band, and I like their previous albums. I'll put it on. And I have expectations, even though you don't want expectations, you subconsciously have expectations. And then you listen to it and you go, oh, this doesn't reach those expectations. So your first reaction is, I don't like it. But then you go back and you listen to it again. Now you don't have preconceptions. You don't have that bar that you wanted to get over. It's basically a blank slate. And then that album comes to you fresh. And at that point, that's really when either you begin to love it or you just go, yeah, this isn't for me.
Well, what I always say is most of the time, albums can improve the more you hear them and more you get familiar with them or used to it. It's happened to me many times, and it's happened to me with a lot of the solo Beatle albums. Paul McCartney, you mentioned, right? There's plenty of times listening to a new Paul McCartney album or something, and I'll be like, wow, it didn't really grab me this time, but I'll listen to it again and again. Now, why? Because, being who I am and what I like and liking him as an artist, I feel like I have an investment. I don't know what word to use. I'm more invested in it, or I feel more like there's a reason to learn this album and play it because I like Paul. I mean, whatever. Now, again, I use El King, one of the few examples. I like the newer artist El King. So when she puts a new album out, that's one of the few times I'm like, yeah, I want to get that new album. I want to see what she's doing new. And I just played the new one, which is a country album, only one time, and I was like, nah. But I have enough of an interest in her that I'll give it more spins. But I won't do that for just any album. If somebody says, listen to this Iron Maiden album, and I play it, and I'm like, I didn't like it. Why should I play it 3 or 4 times? I have no, for me, the word I can use is investment. I'm thinking of another word, but it's not really the right.
Well, instinctively if you're going to like it or not. Like if you listen to Iron Maiden, that's certainly not something that's not really saying for you, but it's certainly not in my wheelhouse.
I do not have that. That's not true about me. Okay, is Bring It On the Heartbreaker song in my wheelhouse? Would you say? I don't know. I love that song by Def Leppard.
Right.
Maybe it's a little more.
I love Armageddon by Def Leppard.
Commercial, but there's lots of. I like a lot of Bob Dylan. I got almost every Bob Dylan album. Not all of it's commercial pop hits, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
But people tend to think that about me. But I have no problem saying that my favorite stuff is more. I don't know what you call it. Verse, chorus,
melodic,
mainstream. That's most of my taste.
Yeah,
but not only.
Not everyone likes soundtracks.
And that's a good one.
I do.
Yeah.
By Bill May,
soundtrack.
The long, yeah, this is well, what do they call it?
I'm saying it depends on the soundtrack as whether I like it or not.
Yeah, that one too.
Those are 2 of my favorites, but I'm just saying these were
not everybody
song tracks, whatever you call them. There's stuff from the TV show stuff, but it's mostly instrumental music.
There is no.
You know,
does that album have my favorite tagline on the top, Brady Bunch? Does that say they're back to save the world from the 90s? It's my favorite. I love that.
No.
My two favorite film soundtracks are Jaws, the entire score. I used to have the 2 CD version on the Entrada label, but during hard times, I had to sell it, and I haven't been able to find it again.
I wonder that's the one I have, actually. No, it's not 2 CDs.
But then also True Grit, the 1969 film, John Wayne, Glenn Campbell. Sure. I have an expanded version of that. That's almost double or triple the length of the one that came out, and it's got Glenn Campbell's original demo for the thing. It's got a lot more. Gosh, I wish it isn't Elmer Bernstein. Who is it that wrote all those Western themes, for the John Wayne movies? It was Leonard Bernstein, or
I think it was Richard Dolan.
Yeah, Richard Dolan wrote all the. But I love the Western themes of the late '60s. All those movies. It just sounded so epic, and you'd see these these wonderful Panasonic shots of the valley, and and then you just hear this music just bellowing out, and it was just absolutely wonderful. And I love that, but I'm not a big soundtrack purchaser.
Well, I like it if it depends on the soundtrack. I mean, some of them I don't like as much, but I just before I gotta go and take my ride. What I was going to say again is, believe me, I mean this. I'm not just saying it. Anybody who's has a really big appetite for different music and says, look, my goal is that I want to try to hear everything I can, and I want to try to see what new discoveries I can have, because there's so much out there, and they love it. That's great. That's a great asset. That's great to, I imagine, to be like that. I don't have that, but some people insist that you have it. They require that you have it. Other people, they say, you got to listen to everything. No, that's not what I have to do, or anybody has.
We're all built differently.
What I want to listen to.
Yeah.
If I happen to find something new, which I have throughout my life, still am, both old and new, if it comes into my path somehow, I'll take it.
Like Pet Sounds.
Well, Pet Sounds I played 3 times. Why did I play it 3 times? Because it has the reputation, and I gave 3 times. And you know what? No, thank you.
Yeah. At least you gave it a shot.
3 shots. 3 strikes, you're out.
Yeah.
It gets purged.
So, yeah, I don't have that anymore. I remember I had a video once with Don jumping on the record and breaking it. But the thing is, it wasn't really Pet Sounds. We had a Pet Sounds album cover at the record store, and there was another, I think it was another Beach Boys album in the trash that was scratched and wasn't any good. So I made it look like it was Pet Sounds, and he was just jumping on it.
Oh, no.
People got so upset with that, man. I had to take it down.
What's your backlash?
10 years ago or something.
Now, if I show up to the fest with a Beach Boys shirt on instead of a Beatles, do they beat you up?
Yes. Well, people do that. Sometimes people do that. Just wear something, the Misfits or something. I'm thinking of Tom Hunyadi. Sorry, Tom. But people do that sometimes. Be cool or whatever.
Yeah, Tom came with his monkey shirt, right?
Yeah.
If Joe gets really drunk, someone needs to give him a Pet Sounds tattoo while he's passed out.
But there were worse albums than that. I mean, I like at least 3 songs on there.
Yeah, well, it's the only shirt I got, and after 3 days of wearing it, I'm sure no one's going to want to stand next to me anyway.
Well, no.
The thing is, now here, Brad's saying I got something new. Now the thing is, I got to go now, and he's going to come up, and I'm in the car driving. I'm going to miss him. I'm not going to see what he's got. And I'm not going to hear all the detail. I'll play back this chat later.
Yeah.
Joe, do you have 5 minutes?
No.
Oh,
I have to leave. I have to leave. If I'm going to get there when I'm supposed to get there, I got to leave now.
You don't want your person
picking my girlfriend up somewhere.
Robert, you're not obligated to wear Beatles stuff at the Beatles Fest.
In fact, I sometimes I wear just regular neutral stuff.
This is not the first Beatle item I've owned in my life, but the first one that I bought since 1974.
Well, I have never seen that before, so that's very unique. I don't mean that.
This? Come on.
Yeah, I'm joking. I mean, it's common. That's all.
And it's cheap as you can make it. I think the white is half black and gray. It's just terrible.
Yeah.
Then it's cheapest shirts you can get.
Chinese quality Chinese product.
Well, I said this before. People are not going to agree with this. And I'm going to say this as I part. Brad has a comment right here. It says, my friend has a Yoko shirt, and it does say, I still hate Yoko. Yes, I know somebody who's like, he comes to my record store, and it's like he's the biggest fan of all music. You know, he's an older guy that's been around into the 60s, and he loves the Beatles, but yet he wears that shirt. I say, well, then you hate John. I know a lot of people don't agree with that, but if you know, I kind of feel like that. I know you. Did you ever have a friend and don't like his wife? That can happen. I know, but and John, I always feel like, you know, if you know what made him tick and what he needed.
That's the last time I had my Beatles shirt on, and I made it myself.
Oh my!
19,
all right, fellas, I leave you.
4.
All right.
Hey, see you, Joe.
Hello, Joe.
7.
Yep. Wow.
That's when I had hair like Schnee. There, see, I had mine fell out.
Yeah, talk about Brady Bunch, eh?
Well, that was the thing. You know, I had a big white belt too, probably about that thick, and a watch that, you know, took up half my arm.
Oh yeah.
Okay, calling Beetle Brad. Calling Beetle Brad. Calling Beetle Brad.
Well, I'm going to take off now, guys.
No.
Okay.
Yes, I have some more work to do, and then I'm going to spend time online with my daughter, my son-in-law, my brother, and my brother's girlfriend. So,
wow,
family time. Family time.
I may send you a picture, but I won't bother you.
So, well, no, you can still text stuff there, no problem. But anyway, guys, thank you so much. But I did have a confession. Now, I know people think that I'm this nice guy and stuff like that.
You are.
But what I really want to say is I totally cannot.
What? Here comes Tim.
Hey. Tool time.
Did you guys see this picture? The guy named Eric Cash is selling them at this fest for $220.
Yeah, I just saw that the other day. Yeah.
It's very good, but I don't know if it's going to be worth $220.
No.
Looks cool though. Looks cool though.
Okay.
Brad's still out there.
Me and Schnee are the same person, and that's why we can't be on the screen, same screen.
Oh,
yeah. Did you bring your toys, Tim? Did you bring your toys?
I don't have any. Well, yeah, I have a snowman.
Snowman, yeah.
That works.
There we go. Oh, Robert,
And I have a Gumby CD. This is the CD that he was talking about a while ago. This is the Gumby tribute CD.
I'd have to hear it.
Nice.
Yep.
What's the back look like?
It really does exist.
They don't have Gumby.
Green. Okay. It's green.
I don't think anything on here is licensed at all.
No.
You know, it's just green.
Yeah.
Everything is just green.
Totally green.
It's the Green Album.
Yeah, it's the Green Album.
And there,
I can't get it in.
what is that? Oh,
The Brady Bunch.
oh, Brady Bunch. Okay, yeah.
I got them on my phone because I was trying to sell them on the marketplace. Nobody wants them.
Nobody wants them.
It's got all the seasons there stacked up.
Well, you got your price too high. Better go for 49 cents or something.
I thought $12 was probably good for 5 CDs.
You would think.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's 5 seasons, right?
Yeah, all seasons.
I
That's
think you
5
need to
seasons for 12
That's
bucks.
the entire Walton series I'm selling.
Yeah.
sell them for $1 a piece with $15 shipping.
Yeah.
Yeah, Henry's got a question for you, Robert P. There.
Which one?
Who's your favorite Beatle?
I actually leaning more towards George these days, to be honest with you.
It can change.
He just had a cool vibe about him. I remember his one thing in Hard Day's Night when they were showing, the girl was showing him the shirts and stuff and all that. And he goes, "You can be replaced," He goes, "I don't care." When I heard that the first time, I just cracked up. And me and my friend for years, like,
we have a sale. We have a sale. How much for the Waltons, Robert?
No.
If you want them, I'll send them to you.
I knew that was coming. How do you want it that way, though?
All 27 seasons.
There's all 9 seasons and the premiere pilot.
It just feels like 27.
You have to watch them all. Yeah.
I would rather them go to a home that's going to keep good care of them than to sell them for $10 on the internet.
Yeah, and then Robert won't have to watch them anymore.
Yeah.
Well, no, I still have to watch them because I have them on my what do you call it? My server.
Oh, he's got the
Yeah.
radio.
200
Yeah.
1,260 movies on my server.
Oh
so
boy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
we're on season 9 though, so we're almost. Oh, that's the Walton.
Almost done.
He said Waltons, right?
Yeah.
Waltons.
Yeah. The
Almost
Waltons.
done,
We're on
yeah.
season 9, and we're into fake John Boy and fake whatever Ellen, her
Fake
husband,
Cam Brady.
Kurt or something. They had a
Yeah.
fake Kurt now. So I'm like, well, this is not even worth watching now. The only one hot on it is that Erin girl. She's kind of hot. As she got older.
And we must not remember to
Yes.
Give us
This Tuesday.
Yes.
6 Pacific, 9 Eastern.
8
Don't
Central.
Bring your thumbs.
Yes. 8 Central Time. Come and watch with us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Starts with my request.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. The all
My
request
request
show. Too.
Yeah. Sounds good.
The all request show.
You
It
guys
is.
were talking about soundtracks a minute ago. You want to see
Yes, we was.
my
Yes.
best find this week?
What is it?
Sure. Hang 'em high.
Ooh, okay.
I remember that movie. My stepfather loved that movie.
Yeah, that's got one good song.
Yeah, this is like my favorite Clint Eastwood movie, probably.
Mhm.
It's not in great shape, but
Yeah.
it's in good enough shape. For 49 cents,
Okay.
it's in good
Yeah.
enough shape.
What label? I see the UA, but what color label? Brown?
Well, it has that orange inner sleeve. If you know that
Oh,
inner
okay.
sleeve.
Oh, that stuff. Yeah. Yeah. I've seen
No,
it.
red and orange.
All right,
It's
that's
old.
cool.
It's an original.
Cool. Yeah,
And
that's
it's filthy. You could probably see how dirty it is just
Yes.
on camera. It's filthy.
If you put it on your record player, it'll clean it for you.
It looks diseased.
Yeah.
It's just very dirty.
It kind
I
of
can't even
mold.
tell what condition it's in. It's so dirty.
Man.
You couldn't tell what condition your condition was in.
Hello. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
singing that song.
James. Hey, James. What's up?
Brad would nothing against you, Jen. So Brad come up so we can talk about this fast.
Hello.
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 What's up?
Oh,
Henry
I finally
wants to
got
know.
up.
How are you,
Oh, of
James?
course not. It's all 4.
Oh, I like that.
That's-
I'm
yeah,
doing
that's a
all
good
right.
one. Yeah.
I wasn't on here last weekend because I had all across my chest here, I had stomach cramps. I was having back spasms and stuff. I don't know what was wrong with me. So I was in pain. That's why I didn't come up last week. But I'm here now.
That's menopause, I think.
Was it your chair there? One of those ones that,
No. Hey, DJ Trish.
Well, when I'm on Doc's
Henry.
chat, I sometimes get tightness in my chest. You know.
Stephen.
Yeah. Sometimes.
I don't know what it was, but I'm better now. And last Saturday, I celebrated my 1-year anniversary as a streamer on YouTube, and
Oh,
I
great.
celebrated it with an interview. I did an interview with a classical violinist / pop singer, and she's from originally from the Netherlands in The Hague, and now she lives in Belgium with her husband Conrad, and her name is Maita Levenbach, and it was a 2-hour and 14-minute interview. We had a blast. Oh my God.
2 hours.
So, check it out.
Wow.
You want me to put the link in the chat, in the private chat?
A
for
lot
you
of
guys?
interview.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, I'll put it
Good.
in there for you. Hold on, I'll have to open a separate browser,
Mhm.
and I gotta turn off the notifications for YouTube as well, so it doesn't beep beep beep. You know what I mean? Just give me a second to do that, and then I'll put the link in there for you guys.
What are you talking about for 2 hours?
Well, we're talking about her career.
She's apparently has a very lengthy career.
Well, yeah, we got into this and that and everything else, so I will.
On
put the
April
link in here.
14th, 1973, I was. She went day by day.
Well, you just have to watch it and you'll see what it's all about. So I'll put it in the private chat for you guys.
Wow.
So here it is, and you can check her out. All right, there you go.
So, Tim, have you seen Gran Torino? There's a
Gran
question
Torino,
that,
I love that movie.
Henry had.
Yes, I've seen Gran Torino.
I've seen it.
Yeah, it was a good movie,
Hey,
but
well,
it's not as good as Hang 'em High.
There it is right there. There. If you want to see that interview, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Copy
That's
that
only
down.
got 2.5 hours to kill.
2 hours and 14 minutes to be exact.
Oh,
it was good.
2:14.
Yes, I've never seen. I've seen little tiny clips of it on like Pluto TV, but I've never sat down and watched an episode of Dark
Neither have
Shadows.
I. I've seen
It doesn't
pieces of
interest
it.
me. It just
It-
seems
yeah,
boring
like,
and
I remember
plotting.
it being
and-
on at the time, but you know,
That's
like I
fine.
turned it on and it was just it really was a soap opera, right?
Plus, it's and it's
Yeah,
like as
in the
low budget.
afternoon.
It looks as low budget as early Doctor Who to me.
Oh
It
yeah,
just
it's
doesn't-
cheap. Yeah, but it's pretty good.
You know,
I've
Yeah.
never
Well,
seen
I
the
all I
Doctor
know
Who
is
movie
I go
with
over
Johnny
my
Depp.
friend Johnny's house. His older sister Nikki would be turning on Dark Shadows, and she'd be turning me on just by being in there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
Ooh.
if
Oh, I had
anybody
some
wants
fun
to
with
see it, it's for free on the Tubi channel. Well, the entire series is for free on the Tubi network because I
yeah.
watch.
And there's
I gotta
on Pluto.
watch
that.
There's a
Yeah.
Dark Shadows station too. But
Yeah,
I'd
Dark
rather-
Shadows too.
I'm on Pluto. I'm gonna watch Doctor Who. So
Yeah, me too. My wife is a Doctor Who, me
well,
to death. but there you go.
on Pluto, I've been watching,
No.
I've been watching a lot of.
We will pay you money to watch Ski Lodge.
Oh wow,
There you go, Steve. Yeah.
cool.
Number 100. Number
Wow.
100.
everybody's
The one that
having
says first,
an anniversary. I
It's
was,
that. No, just kidding.
I was late today because the Silent Comedy Watch Hour was celebrating their 3rd anniversary. So
Oh,
that's
wow.
where I was, and that's why
I didn't
was
hear
late
about
today.
that.
Everybody's having an anniversary,
I like that, Robert.
which means it's
Silent movie.
officially the 3rd year of the pandemic. Yay! Because that's when that started.
Pandemic? What? Pandemic?
Yeah, March.
Now they're trying to take down all the banks. So if you have any money, bring it home.
That's true. My last day in the office was March 15th, 2020.
Period. Like
You're
no
still
more
working
office
at
at all? You're not
What?
gonna work you're not gonna work in the office at all?
Well, I've gone back to a different office twice since then, but in New York City, in my regular location.
What are you doing down there?
He said promote the show. Sorry, guys.
Right. We closed the
okay.
office
It's okay, Robert
on
P.
March
All
16th.
right.
And because I was on vacation the week before,
Brad's
I
still
felt
out there.
obligated to go in that Monday.
If Brad shows up, I'm going to have to need a volunteer to move aside. Because Brad's trying to get on in there.
Not you, Robert.
Well,
We got to talk
Oh,
about
no,
the rest.
everybody except the Robert.
I don't
actually,
know
all
what to tell you.
Hmm.
I can talk to Brad tonight.
Oh yeah, but this will be. Well, I may have to end the broadcast and go private because it could get nasty.
Ski lodge.
Sorry.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the one with $100.
Well,
Well, 100. That's $1.
He needs that for the fest.
I was
Yeah.
gonna bring 10 of them out, and then I said I better not.
Well,
Somebody
be
arrived.
careful. Somebody might tax that. Yeah. Then you're paying taxes.
It is funny though, because I sent my tax return in, and within 6 days I had my return, which was surprising. I've never had that
Wow.
happen in my life.
We must be sick up there.
I have to pay.
Tim,
Well,
you're working on an arrow.
It wasn't a lot. I got $337.
Surprise, Tim.
Working on something.
Yeah.
It's
ahead.
not
You're
staying.
working on an arrow.
Oh, it
Yeah.
keeps falling
Oh,
off.
It's a
Oh, yeah.
blooper.
There you go.
It keeps
It's a
falling off.
blooper.
Yours is better.
Lodge 100.
I need
Yeah.
stickier
Yeah.
tape. Anyway,
There
it's
you
supposed
go.
to do that. I need stickier tape.
Okay.
And bring your
Anyway.
thumbs. Bring a lot of thumbs.
Yes.
So, Doc, next weekend's the big weekend for you. You excited?
The
Beatles
weekend
Fest.
after. The weekend after.
Weekend after.
Oh,
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
what's the date of that? What's the date?
I added Brady
March
Bunch flower.
31st.
There you go.
Okay. There
April
you go.
1st?
March 30,
March 31st.
30th,
Yeah.
the 31st, and April 1st.
April 1st.
Maybe
April
even
2nd.
April 2nd.
I'm excited and nervous at the same time because I've never
Well,
driven.
I'm nervous because I'm actually going to be with Doc on April Fool's Day. I can't imagine what he does then.
I'm going to
Yeah.
be
He's much
like
funnier in person, you know.
Probably
He's
be
like
like a
what?
Marx Brothers movie or something.
Hey,
Much
Brad,
funnier
how
in
you
person.
doing, buddy?
Yeah.
Oh, Brad needs my site. Uh-oh. Here we go.
Well, what does that mean?
He needs a link.
Brad's coming. Trying to
Oh.
come. So if Brad gets here, I'm going to have to ask for someone to step aside.
I guess
that
I'll
me?
step aside. I'll step aside.
We don't have to, Robert.
No, actually, Robert should stay because he's probably going to be
Yeah.
involved.
But I can listen. I'm not
So-
leaving.
And Tim, who knows? This may have something to do with you because we might be picking you up still.
Or staying at your place on the way back.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
I don't know. No, so
Well, you're not
Doc,
getting any other
I don't know if it'll work
volunteers,
for
so
you, but I tried it
will
on
go.
my stream today with my friend Dave Hopfrog, and it worked. You can. It's called Guest Destinations. You go to your settings, you click on Guests, and you click this little box at the top, and whoever your guests are on the panel with you, if they want to do it, they can actually stream your stream on their channel at the same time.
Whoever leaves first gets.
Oh
no!
Hey,
Got 6 of them.
Everyone disappears.
Oh no!
No, Tim, come on.
Tim, no, not Tim.
Tim, no.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Tim. That's not what I meant. But I would gladly, what did they say? Give you one of these today for a hamburger on Tuesday? That's about what it's going to cost these days.
I will gladly pay you
Read the
Tuesday
room,
for a
guys.
hamburger today.
yeah, but imagine if Brad does show up, we may have to go private on this.
Okay.
Well, I understand. I just don't know how you work it out. But hey, wait, we can.
Well, that's what we got to discuss. So I
Doc,
don't
I think you
this is
need to
stuff
put
that
the link
people
out.
there want to hear about.
The link is there.
Yeah.
I see it.
No, we put the YouTube link out.
Yeah, I did. It's somewhere.
No, you
Oh,
stream
I
there.
put up your YouTube. Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry about that.
Yeah,
you're
you put the
right.
wrong
Yeah, you're
link.
right. I put up the wrong link.
Sorry,
Come
I'm mute
There
there
we
for
go.
a sec because I
Well, I found out that Alan C is going to be there for at least Saturday.
That's good.
He said
Alan
he's.
He's a nice guy.
I heard Danny Ambrosie's supposed to be there.
Oh wow!
Well, he said he was going to be. He
Yeah.
and his wife,
I'm bringing earplugs.
Robin.
Yeah, it is a little loud. Let's hope not. In person.
Marcus wants to watch this conversation. I don't know. It might be a little on the private side.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Unless Marcus lives in New York and wants us to all spend the night at his basement.
there we go. That's the thing. If one of you people out there in the comment,
Because unfortunately, I don't have unlimited these to hang around for hotels and stuff.
that's true. That's true.
I'm a retired man. I told my wife, I said, retired last May, and the whole crapper took, the economy, inflation, everything happened all at once. But
Yes, I'm going to meet everybody for the first time. Everybody.
This will be epic.
It will be epic. It will be super
Robert
epic.
for the first time. I'm going to meet Doc for the third, fourth time. I don't know, but still. Not in the best.
Hey!
There you go.
There's the man, the legend, Peter Rad.
Finally, I couldn't get in. I couldn't get in because Doc threw up James's head. So every
Yeah,
time
my
I
interview
God,
I
I'm
did
going to
last
meet Beetle
Saturday.
Brad. I'm going to meet Beetle Brad. Oh my gosh, I'm going to meet Beetle Brad.
I'm gonna be Peter Brad.
DC wants us to make sure we record a lot. In between, like, I don't know, 5 or 10 of us or whatever.
I'm bringing a bunch of blank Betamax tapes to record all I can.
Yeah, for sure.
And your phone
VHS
charger. Yeah.
I'm telling you, all the videos are going to be,
Tim,
of us taping one another.
we
Yeah.
didn't actually want Tim to leave.
Yeah, we didn't
Yeah,
want.
no.
Should I leave so you guys can have Tim?
No. There's
So actually, we got some fest talk to talk.
If you want to talk fast,
So I think I'm going to end the show here so we
From
can
Fast Talk?
go private and talk about what we're going to do because Sunday could be interesting.
We can spend everybody's money.
So we'll see everybody next week. Okay.
Later.
Ciao, everybody.
Maybe we'll
Bye.
So long.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.